Hello, my name is Kyle.
I'm Alex.
I'm Rachel.
Miss Tony. And we are Pseudo Adults. Welcome to episode 206 of the Pseudo Adults podcast. It's a show where we talk about our so aging bodies, but our minds that are just like, no.
My brain's turning into soup.
Well,
sometimes I call
it
it
smells
fuzzy.
great.
It feels fuzzy.
With fuzzy soup? Wow.
Fuzzy.
Okay, well, but we keep it fun, we keep it light, but
Yeah, dying. Whoa,
Oh my God. Whoa. No, we're not that. We're not at that age yet.
Section yet.
Yeah. Oh my God.
we haven't done that episode yet. We're like, oh man, death. Yeah.
That will hopefully be when we're 70.
Oh, I was like, maybe 207.
We haven't died during the episode.
Yeah. Oh, look. Kyle just had a coroner.
Oh my God.
You could Pseudo to anywhere that you find podcasts and be a YouTube Space Zamboni member. You could watch it too. Clear on that, right? Okay. Okay. So I have a story. It's not much of a story. It's kind of like me being a gigantic baby.
Okay.
But I think at least everyone, but maybe Tony could weigh in. But Tony could probably also weigh in from like his perspective as well. I had an eye doctor appointment. I don't have issues with my vision for the most part. Rare days, a few days a year maybe, I'll be on the computer too long. Things look kind of blurry the rest of the day. My eyes are tired. I'd sleep. Even though I sleep bad, I'll be fine the next day. I've been told at an eye doctor before, where it's like your vision's fine, but you have a little astigmatism, and like this is what your vision could be. Clicking like, oh man, it's like ultra focus shit. And so this time around, I was like, screw it. I have eye vision insurance. Let's just give it a shot. And I feel like the last 2 days have tortured my eyes so much. I'm just curious to know, because Alex and Rachel wear glasses. However, they're not to be seen right now.
Yeah.
And that's also part of my question.
Yeah.
Matt, goes between contacts and glasses, obviously. And I don't know about Tony, honestly.
He should.
Tony is on the
driving
glasses, right?
Yeah, I just never wear them.
Yeah.
Ever. Since I don't know how many years.
We were kids.
Yeah.
Oh, dang, really?
You had a pair of glasses when you were a kid?
He had them before me.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old were you when you first got glasses?
Oh, man.
We're still in Queens.
Yeah, we're in Queens.
Like, as long as I've known you, you haven't had glasses. So you got them and ditched them before that.
Yeah, because like for me, I can see as fine as I can. It doesn't bother me to have to wear those glasses where I need to see something. Like I can drive, I can see. I like.
Oh well, you would be the lucky one. All right.
Dang.
Good to know.
I don't know. I can read. I can see. Like there's nothing really that bugs me. The only way I can really tell that something's wrong with my vision if I cover one of my eyes.
Or
I don't even
wear
know
my glasses.
Wait, I don't even know which one it is.
Or wear my glasses.
Whoa.
I think my right eye is a little better than my left eye.
Look at the camera and cover your eyes and see if you can read the words on top of. Can you read those letters, Tony?
No.
Can you read?
Yeah, I can still read them. Canon, yeah. But the left eye is a little worse, I could tell.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can't read.
Me neither.
Just in general.
So
I've been trying.
So, Alex and Rachel, like, when you started wearing glasses, was it like out of necessity, or was it out of like, oh, like you could technically see better if you wanted to?
You want to go first?
It was becoming a problem when I was driving at night. Like
Okay.
I was like, I can't read any of that, and then it was during the day too. And I was like, all right, this is now a problem. I mean, I can see. I always tell people I can see your face. I can see everything, whether blurry or not. I can see the outline of everything. It's like words on signs. I can't. I wore glasses when I was younger, like in primary school. Not primary school.
Elementary.
Elementary. Thank you. Yeah. I couldn't think of the word. I'm like primary.
You're British or something.
Exactly. In a past life, in primary school. No, in elementary school, I wore them for reading, but I don't have a problem with reading. So maybe they did because I couldn't read the words on the board. So
but you at least are like, I'm having this issue, like driving at night, things bother me. And do you wear them at night still?
I have them in my car a majority of the time.
Yeah.
Not every time, but I wing it sometimes because I have no choice.
Okay.
Dangerous. Don't drive behind me.
I mean, you're either able to see properly or you can't. I think if you're just like, oh, I can't see, then you have your glasses.
I have astigmatism in both eyes, so it's hard when the lights up the cars.
Same, actually. Same.
I can't see anything.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
So I didn't think I needed glasses, but I was always at like a computer and stuff. Even actually as a kid, technically, I also had glasses young, but I didn't think there was an issue with my vision. I could see. Now, I feel like my vision is getting worse, but still not bad. Like, I could still see far away. I can still read stuff far away. Driving is no problem to me. When they gave me my latest pair of glasses, I wore them for 2 weeks, and it messed up my eyes really bad. And I brought it to them. I'm like, guys, I don't know what's up with this prescription, but, like, it's making it harder to see because like my eyes were trying to adjust to it and it was like effing me up.
Harder to see with or without the glasses?
With.
Oh wow.
With, because I was like, I could read over there and I put these glasses on and I can't read that. I'm like, you want me to drive with this? They're like, yeah, you just got to adjust. Your eyes have to adjust. Like adjust to like death.
Right. Like it should be relaxing for your eyes, which is kind of like what I'm going to get at, but
so
it didn't.
Yeah, when
they didn't have the right prescription for you or something.
Yeah, so 100%. So they told me you have to wait. It's gonna adjust, and I wore them for so long that my eyes got messed up when I took off the glasses. So I'm like, F this. I'm just gonna not wear them and let my eyes readjust back to this, and then I feel like I've been fine.
Yeah,
I put mine on, and immediately I was like, it was like, this is what seeing is like. Like I was like, but it was, everything was crisp
4K
details,
vision.
and I was like, I can't drive home with these right now because I need to actually put them on when I'm in this. Like, also having ADHD probably didn't help. Where I was like, I'm gonna get distracted while I'm driving, so let me just like, I'm a little overwhelmed.
Too much.
I'll put them on. I'll put this on when I get home and I'm parked. Yeah. So.
And Matt, what about you?
Me, I've needed glasses ever since like first or second grade, I think. All because of maybe playing video games too close to the TV. I'm like, my TV would be right here as I'm playing Mega Man.
Do you remember like what was or wasn't in focus or something, or was it just like you're a kid that the eye doctor says and your parents are like, you better wear glasses?
Pretty much. No, you know, they did the eye exam and the nurses station when they do their whole annual thing. They're like, oh, you can't read that. I was like, what?
This kid's either an idiot or he needs glasses.
Both?
Well, one contributed to the other.
I like that you said too close to the screen, and like back then it was a tiny like TV, and then I just looked at my computer screen. I'm like, oh boy,
I'm way too close to that.
Way too close to that all the time. That's what I always remember hearing as a kid. Don't sit too close; you'll ruin your eyes. And then I was like, uh-oh. Yeah, well, VR is a thing now too, and that's just like right in your face, on your face. And then remember when the what was it? The Virtual Boy came out, and people were demolishing their eyes.
Yeah. That was crazy. Even though it looks so cool in the commercials.
And it's all blood red.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got cooked. Okay, so I feel like my circumstance is most similar to Alex's, although his situation is like your glasses made your vision worse. My situation was they worked probably the way that they're supposed to. However, I was like, I feel like it's going to be difficult to transition because it was presented to me of like, oh yeah, after like long days, if you still need to be on the computer and like if you have issues at night, which I don't, but like if you did, like you could wear the glasses, like reserve it for those times, and otherwise, you know, just keep going natural vision. And I was like, sure, give it a shot. But I got these glasses. I was like, I feel like I need to start getting used to them, like wear them from time to time. I've had them for 2 days. Matt came over on Thursday. He was like, where? I'll be one of them.
That's funny.
And I gave it a shot. And like all like Friday, and I tried wearing them for a bit yesterday, which is Saturday, prior to us recording today. And like it's like I understand that wearing glasses doesn't make your own actual vision technically worse. Like, that's just science. Like, in the stigmatism is like, you know, the shape of your cornea not being matching anymore, and it's supposed to correct that, and just like, you know, it's not supposed to make, like, if you not wear them, your vision's worse. However, it made my vision worse. And it's just in like whatever weak ass, you know, like muscle, like if it's, you know, like controlling, you know, your pupil is, it's like so relaxed, I think, to like, let's step back for a second. It's like I could like see fine, but like the thing is my eyes are probably working a little harder to focus on things, but they can focus. But then wearing glasses, even for like 20 minutes, makes my eyes just like go back, like, I don't know, like
floppy.
It's like if I was working out a muscle and it just like gave up for like 10 years. Like, it's like the muscle instantly got so weak, and like my eyes just like didn't want to focus anymore. And I was like, this is really bad. Like, it's almost like a drug. It's like your eyes got so dependent on the glasses so instantly. And like I didn't need them. Like, my vision never felt worse than it felt yesterday. Like, I felt like my vision decayed 30 years in one day.
Whoa.
From wearing the glasses.
I 100%, I get that. Yeah, because like I was saying, I took it off and I'm like, it. Although I was like effed too, because it didn't help with, and it was
yeah. Yours is even worse.
And rocking a hard place, literally.
I can't see with her.
Just Mr. Magoo in it.
I was struggling. That's why I stopped wearing them.
And there was literally nothing to do yesterday for me, because like it was just like, it's a super hot summer day where it's like just watch stuff. I worked on a little bit of music, so I went from staring at a computer screen to staring at a television screen. It's like I'd cook and stare at my iPad screen while I'm watching. And like I was like, this is all I realized it's all I do. I'm like,
I think that's most of America, though.
I was fine until I got glasses. So I don't know. Like I was really trying to give it a shot. Like I was like, let's really give this like a solid attempt. And I was just like, by the end of the day, I was like, Marion, I don't think I could wear them.
Well, when I was going to college for the pilot thing, so I had to get like the pilot's license, right? So they made you take like the eye exam, and they said, oh, you're gonna need glasses to take the eye exam. Well, so I got glasses. I used the glasses for the eye exam, but then after I took the glasses off, I was like, oh my God, I had the same problem you guys had, where it was like the eyes, I felt like my eyes got worse. I'm like, what the hell is this? And then I just never wore my glasses again.
Yeah, because if that's the trade-off, like 2% of the time you're going to see grape, and then it's going to rest the...
Yeah, exactly. Like, screw that.
I actually was able to pass for my driver's license, not having my glasses. Don't know how. I was like...
Well, you legally don't need them.
I was like, okay, legally.
Well, you're doing that, though?
Like groaning.
That just means you're thinking.
Yeah, that's how you pass. They're like, bro, she's really careful.
Yeah.
You know, pure luck. It was pure luck that I was able
I think it says stop.
All I know is after this podcast, I'm throwing out my glasses.
I'm not saying it's because I've been living without my glasses for years, so I can function without them.
Yeah, but I was like, if I get
I shouldn't have to, but you know.
I could kind of see you guys. I think
you just got to build that muscle back up. That's all it is.
Am I squinting?
No.
Wow. All right,
So
cool.
which of us is Tony?
Yeah, there?
You got it.
Yeah,
Rachel,
yeah.
but Kyle and Alex.
Yeah.
And Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Without the vision, he becomes the moron. It's just like such a great head.
Wow.
I have body experience.
What?
I was like,
What are you saying, Tony?
quantum physics?
Whoa.
Think about that.
It is Tony.
Yeah. Quantum superposition.
Whoa. Relax, Alex.
Yeah.
And fuck you, Tony.
Oh, my God.
I'm Rachel.
You're right. You're actually right.
Think about this. In the word quantum,
Yeah.
there's letter A. In the word physics, there's a letter I.
AI. Oh my God, there is.
That proves it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So if I was told that, like, I mean, not if I was told, if I straight up was like, I'm having a day-to-day issue, I can't go about my day, because of my vision, then yeah, I'll have to be one of those lifers with glasses, and that's okay. But I don't think for people like me, it's a good idea. Because glasses get scratched, and then you're like, oh fuck, the only way I can see now is bent or scratched.
Probably why I don't wear my
stay and
glasses
live in
now.
your eyes.
It's because
They
they're
live
bent.
in
And they sit like this.
They
and I'm
make a
like,
second
they
home
sit,
there.
like, off.
Well, don't contacts sometimes like glue to your eye. You're like, ah.
Sometimes if you fall asleep with them in,
And then you're like, my eyes.
and then sometimes you think they've rolled into the back of your eyes, like I think it may have done with me at some point, but I haven't gotten infected yet, so I don't see a problem.
Yeah. Now you can see at the back of your eye.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
My brain is looking sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's if you can't fall asleep. I thought there's different types of contacts.
There are some that you can kind of.
Yeah.
I used to sleep with contacts in occasionally, and that really would fuck up my eyes because I'd be like, and those would be like the 2-week disposable ones because you have daily disposable, 2-week disposable. I think you have like monthlies or whatever.
They're expensive as hell, too, from what I heard.
Yeah.
Like, they order like a month's worth.
Oh, for which ones?
I don't know.
The dailies?
I don't
You know what?
remember.
In all honesty, I remember the dailies not being too bad. I think maybe they may have made them cheaper because they decrease the amount of infections people have because you're like, well, I'm done.
Aren't they like gooey and slippery?
They feel kind of
'Cause
slippery.
They're not glass-like.
No, they're like a they're like a gelatin that you put on.
Just go like this, like over your whole face, like two big goo pods.
They should. That'd be
sick.
pretty neat. That way you could have like Spider-Man
Yeah, it's
eyes
the future.
Oh,
Because you
glasses.
just
or
have, like,
Deadpool.
hickeys.
Yeah, they just
Whoa.
stick. Yeah,
You've got like pasties over your eyes.
No, you get hickeys.
yeah, that'd be
The
sick.
suction is
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that'd be awesome.
So you know people who wear glasses and people who
Your
don't.
eyes are getting action.
Yeah, and then they'll be yearly replaceable.
That'd be
Yeah.
So
pretty
you have these
sick.
big goo pods on your face, and then
You
you
just keep like lubricating.
yeah.
Oh yeah, goop it up, baby.
Yeah.
And then you could customize them so you have different type of eyes.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
LEDs. So you're like on the inside, you're like, I can't fucking see.
This is not helping.
Oh my god.
This defeats the purpose.
I'm loving it. The future.
I think we have come up with the future.
Yeah, we just
And
came up
it's
with the Cybertruck for eyes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the face.
That was why I wanted to get into this. The solution. I was like, you know what? If I could see better, and it was a way that was just like not inconveniencing for me or for other people in the same situation, then yeah, give me the Cybertruck eyes. If I don't, if it's yearly or exchange, I want to see as well as I can.
So my solution was I did go to another eye doctor, and they're like, yeah, you do have astigmatism, but it's like you don't really need to wear the glasses.
It's clinically
So they
significant.
Yeah, they made me a prescription, and he's like, I'm going to make this clear as possible. He's like, you can use these if you would like to use them, but you don't have to use them. And I was like, done, not wearing glasses. I'm like, Gianna, see, he said my vision's perfect.
I got that speech before, and I was like, "You're just trying to sell me shit." But this time around, they said it more like that. And I'm like, "You're talking to me like I'm a human being and not just a wallet."
Yeah.
And I'm like, now I'm going to consider it. And also, my wife was there, and I was just like,
Peer pressured?
she didn't peer pressure me. I don't have to make it her fault. No, it was just like,
Gunpoint.
Oh my god.
Just blink twice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
no cameras, right?
You're off. You're off.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thank you all for participating in this panel. I think
You're welcome.
we've all learned a lot.
Yep.
I really don't think I knew about Tony needing glasses.
I did.
Yeah. He's been
I've driven with him. The fact that he took my glasses and put them on him, and he went, "Oh my god, everything's so crisp." I went,
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Like, your vision's way worse. When's the last time you were at an eye doctor?
Oh damn.
Oh, boy. When we were
and he
kids.
pays for it. I don't understand. He pays for it.
I was like, you pay for the vision insurance. I don't know. Yeah.
My
Anyway,
vision's totally fine. That camera says pineapple.
I wish when I went to the eye doctor, they were like, these are optional. You can have these. They're like, these aren't optional. You need to put these on now. And I went, okay.
You need to pay us now.
Yeah, okay. These aren't optional. You are blind.
Yeah, I think you need people
That actually
need
care about
good
it.
eye doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you definitely need them, but
Yeah.
to say that still, you need them, and you need 4 customizable pairs.
Yeah. And you need
dad's always-
transitions. And
My dad's always weary now. So both of my parents wear glasses for distance, and my brother wears glasses. There's no way that I made it out being like, you don't have to wear glasses. It's not like a 50-50 here.
I haven't seen your dad with glasses ever.
My dad doesn't wear them.
Oh.
My
Oh,
dad
so he's in the
doesn't
same boat
want
as
to
me.
look like a nerd, quote unquote, a nerd.
What?
Oh, they're cool. Glasses aesthetic is great.
I know.
Yeah.
My dad has them.
Not
though.
like flopping
My dad
back
also
and
has an
forth.
inhaler. Like my dad's that kind of person.
Thank you.
Yeah, fit
My
your
dad
face.
just doesn't. My dad's from that era where like
I learned it. From
any
Dom.
sign of weakness was a sign of weakness. You know, any sign of weakness was something you could bully for, kind of thing. So, and my dad was the bully. So, no, I'm serious. My dad
I know
was
he's
the
just from a
bully.
different era.
Yeah, and the bully. It's fine.
Whoa.
So any sign of weakness
So
was a sign
he's
of
like, get in the locker, 4
Yeah.
eyes, and then he's like,
He's like, oh no, I'm 4 eyes now.
He puts
My dad
himself
is
in
still the
locker.
bully, so it's fine.
yeah.
He's never.
He goes
Aged
home. He's
out of
like-
it.
He just looks at his glasses on the desk. He's like, I'm a 4.
Yeah.
Oh man.
That was an existential crisis.
It's like annual.
Because I remember coming home with the glasses the first time I came back to my parents' house. Not home, my parents' house. And my stepmom going, see, she also needs glasses. You should wear your glasses. Kind of like it was noticeable.
Mhm.
So
We'll get there. We'll all get there. Our dad needs glasses now, and he
Yeah.
really can't see them.
Oh,
Yeah.
Because he's like, yeah, no, I could read that. What does it say?
that's pretty cool.
I know I could read it, but can you read it for me?
Yeah, I can read it great, but your vision needs to be tested.
Yeah.
What does it say?
All right, so the big happening in the past week, later in the day after our last podcast sesh, you guys saw the Deadpools and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Because there's multiple Deadpools. I guess there's multiple Wolverines too,
Yes.
but only one per scene. Okay, so spoiler warning: if you haven't seen Deadpool and Wolverine, skip ahead or tune back later after you've seen it. Then you can participate in the conversation. We won't hear you, but
You could try.
yeah,
Yell.
yeah. If you're loud enough, yeah, we might feel you.
Yeah.
Okay. What were your initial thoughts? It was a lot of fun, I guess.
It was a lot of fun. As soon as they put the Backstreet Boys on, I went, I used to make my dad NSYNC. Sorry, I used to make my dad watch the videotape of them dancing in live concert, and so I knew as soon as I literally went, "That's the dance." I went, "That's the real dance. That's the actual dance they do in the music video." I was
Like, and see how they're not wearing glasses? They're real men.
I know,
dancing
real
and
men
shaking their butts.
dancing and shaking their butts. I had a lot of fun. There was definitely, spoilers, a lot of. My favorite part is my favorite character coming on scene. I literally jumped.
She physically jumped out of her seat.
Because I got my hopes down like here because it's just a maybe, an if. And it was like very good to me. I know other people didn't necessarily love him as Gambit, but I'm like, he's from there. The way he's speaking is the way they speak there. Because when we were there, we ran into some people who we were like,
Okay.
"What the hell are you?"
Yeah, and I did run into that, but I didn't doubt that it was coming from like
Yeah.
he studied it or something like that. I'm like, that's fine.
Yeah. No, he's from there.
Yeah.
So
And the parts that there are certain lines where it was just like, it was almost like the X-Men cartoon. It was like, he said like that was like the other voice, like, you know, other parts I was like, that would be like, what the fuck?
I think I loved it. That's all I have to say about
Popped out of my dad's buttery balls.
Whoa, that was so funny.
it. I liked all the cameos. I liked. I just thought it was funny. It's like you can't go wrong with it.
Chris Evans.
Johnny
Chris
Storm.
Evans.
Johnny Storm.
I almost forgot
gonna
that
say
he was played that character at some point. Like, I don't know, I put that out of my mind. Like,
I don't know. I avoided I'd avoid spoilers. I guess there was like when we couldn't escape like set photos, like showing up and stuff like that. But I don't think I knew much about the cameos other than like all the rumors. And I guess at some point things were like, oh yeah, did we know about? Yeah, I think there was like the Juggernaut actor said something.
Yep. Yeah.
Like and then Sabretooth was in the trailer like a week before the movie. Yeah. Okay, fine. But no, I didn't know about like the major ones. I guess like once I saw Chris Evans, I was like, I instantly was like, oh, he's gonna of course be Human Torch. Chris Evans, like it's all at Fox. So yeah. But no, he was so funny, and Deadpool was like, don't hate me for killing Chris Evans.
I like how he punched the camera for the Fox thing.
Yeah, I'm going to Disneyland.
The camera, you're like, God, okay.
Yeah.
Won the Super Bowl and punched the cameraman, yeah.
Yeah, and that post-credit scene, too, where he was explaining that, like, Johnny Storm really did say all of that.
But it was the key end part where, like, and you could quote me.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, that was so good. No, yeah, the movie was a lot of fun. I think it was one of the best Marvel ones that have come out in the recent years. And it was just great to see, like, all the cameos. And, like, they also had the Happy Hogan in the beginning and stuff like that, too. So, like, you got a cameo from the Marvel Universe, but then you got all the cameos from all the old stuff we used to watch. That was awesome.
And it's cool because he was in both. He was in Daredevil and in the MCU.
Yep.
So having him already is like a good focal point of like...
Yeah, and on top of that, he's the original director of the MCU too. Right. So it's kind of like who else could like inaugurate you other than him?
Yeah. And I thought that was a lot of fun, seeing all the Deadpools and all the Wolverines from the comics.
Oh, my God. Comic book accurate. Yeah. That was so fun.
There's people online that are like, I hate that they made fun of this because that's what we want. I was like, that's... What?
They're still in what
Not
year?
what we
I'm like, what?
Wow.
You saw that, was like, yes, finally!
They want a small bub?
Yeah, it was really funny.
It was really
It
funny.
was funny.
Yeah.
I like how they made his head a little bit bigger, too.
Yeah.
That's accurately
Cute little
what
boy.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
And Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Henry Cavill.
I was like, okay. I was like, okay.
Yeah, what do you think about that?
It was okay.
As the Witcher fans,
I feel like great Henry Cavill could be Wolverine, but I also am like, there's plenty of other actors that I wanted to be Wolverine before Henry Cavill, but sure, great.
I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I thought it was funny, definitely for the shits and gigs.
Yeah.
I don't know if there was like an internet like push for him to be like MCU Wolverine or something like that, but it's not a cameo I saw coming. So
No, at all.
I think I recognized him even like before Deadpool made it like obvious.
I didn't even recognize him when they put him on screen. I was like, who the hell is that?
Oh, really? Wow.
For like a minute, I was like, all right.
Straight up, I think only seen. I guess I've seen what episodes of The Witcher. I was like, I've only seen him as Superman. I was like,
Yeah,
Henry
really.
Cavill.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was really funny. I like that part a lot.
Yeah.
Especially because he does the Mission Impossible arm reload thing again.
Yeah.
Reloads his arms.
Yeah. I loved also Dogpool. Like,
Oh, my God, yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Like,
nice Deadpool.
Nice.
Yeah.
you know what? It was something about like an ad he did where it was him and nicer version of him, and I think
Was
that's
that
where
what
they
it's from?
got the idea from. There's a whole
Why
bunch
are
of
we
people.
stopping?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
The cowboy Deadpool was voiced by what's his face?
Matthew McConaughey.
Matthew McConaughey.
Oh, yeah, I saw all the
Whoa.
his names in the credits afterwards, and I was like, I'm gonna have to look this up later. But yeah, all the people that were hiding in the scene.
There was a famous soccer player that was like the Mexican Spanish Deadpool.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I thought one of like Ryan Reynolds' is like Wrexham players or something like that was one of them too.
Yeah, I think so.
Tom
It
Holland's
was a lot.
brother.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds didn't even know about that when I read. He was
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I'm like,
Whoa.
finding out.
Oh, my God.
It's cool though.
Mm.
I like the baby. The baby Deadpool was.
Yeah.
He laughs because he knows they're gonna regenerate and get back up.
Regenerate?
Oh, that was so funny.
Oh, my God.
The only one that does it.
Yeah.
It's like you never heard it before.
I think I like
Oh my God.
the van scene where they're beating each other up in the van. That was really a lot of fun. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fights were really creative. I don't know. Yeah, there was so much like stabbing
Mm.
And I don't know. I mean, it's a Deadpool movie, so it's hard to be critical of it. So it's like I don't know. Like I thought, it always felt like in any other movie, even the prior to Deadpool movies, like things had a little bit more impact. This one, it was just like, I don't know, it was like as if Tom and Jerry were stabbing each other the entire time.
Yeah, this is essentially what it was.
Yeah.
And it was great. No, don't get me wrong. I was just like, oh, so this movie, like, they just have infinite blood. Like,
Yeah.
they could just like slit each other's throat and just like, and go out for coffee afterwards if they wanted to.
Yeah. I liked how they when they did kill off Sabretooth, how he did it, because pretty sure that was in one of the Wolverine movies where they said, oh, you would have to cut his head off in order to kill him. So he just immediately just did it. It was like, oh, all right.
Oh my god.
No hesitation to kill your brother, but sick.
Yeah, right. I don't think they knew they were brothers. Yeah. Yeah, because they both lost their memory.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sick.
And Xavier's sister, she was bad.
Yeah.
Oh, her eye thing is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She
Those
barely
special
can do that
effects
in
are
the
sick.
comics.
Oh,
like
that's
in the
so
comics, you
freaking
just see
cool.
her reaching in with her hand
Oh,
into
yeah.
somebody's head. So that's actually accurate.
That was
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, she did a great job. She was a very good villain for like them to use. Know not to always hit out of the park with villains, but she did a really good job.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they're a good character.
Definitely.
Finger and faces.
Yep.
I also like that everybody had their own. What was it, Pete?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
everybody
yeah.
was like, "Oh my god, it's God, Pete!"
He's with me, guys.
Oh my god.
I like how he
That's
said
awesome.
Gossip Girl at
Yeah.
the beginning, that because his wife was in Gossip Girl.
Mhm.
Like that. I was like, I get it.
Yep.
I get that reference.
And beating the crap out of everybody with Logan's body.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Great start.
The fact that he was like, he thought Wolverine would still be
Yeah.
alive, and he was like digging up the grave. He's like, oh no.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, just because they did so much press for this movie, being like, we're gonna respect the legacy of Logan, but then the movie actually starts, and they're like, I bet you're wondering how we're going to. We're not.
Yeah. That was awesome.
Part of me wishes that they found a way to like revive that version of Logan, just to be assholes.
Oh, it was so good.
I thought the reason why that Logan was like really sad was like, okay, so I went out to the bar while they all got killed, and then I killed all of them. I was like,
I get it.
fair.
That's
Yeah.
valid. I go, why are you? I mean, I get why you're a bad guy because you killed men, women, and children.
Yeah, but is that the worst Wolverine?
That's the worst one. Then there's not really that much bad
Yeah,
Wolverine.
you found this one that went to a bar while the X-Men were dying and then went back and killed everyone who killed the X-Men. He's a loser.
I like how he says, "I wish I wasn't so like solid, like a solitaire, whatever.
Yeah.
Like he wasn't so alone." But that's actually how Wolverines in the wild actually are. They're like they don't hunt. They are not in packs. They're just solo, little guys,
Yeah, honey badger.
little short guys. Yeah, literally, little angry short guys.
The Short Kings.
Kings. That's what they are. Makes sense. It adds up. Yeah,
I'm trying to think if I have any like real criticisms.
there's really none.
I had
It was
stupid,
so fun.
I had stupid like the criticisms, but then it's like it's a Deadpool movie. Stop being a bitch. Type of like it's already. I've already had the whole conversation with myself. Because I mean, like there, you could probably give answers to anything. And I was like, okay, it's like back when Pseudo Adults was super early on, we kind of were just like, Endgame was great, but let's get into the time travel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a Deadpool movie. It's a gag movie.
Yeah.
I understand. And then I was just like, the happy scene happened so quickly where I was like, wait, how did he jump universes before he even... I was like, I thought that it was being Nolan for a second and they were jumping around in the movie.
Yeah,
I was like, how did he do that? And I guess that he was wearing cables as time travel thing.
Yep.
But somehow time travel means you could go to
Two different timelines.
universes altogether.
Yeah, because they're timelines. I guess.
That weren't pruned yet.
Yeah.
Sure.
Or just like what's the name of the TVA? The Time Variance Authority. So it's all about time. It's all time related somehow.
Yeah.
It's just splits in time and different. That's where the timelines get created. Is by messing with time.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, that was the whole Endgame. That was what it was all about. It was them every time they would do something, they had to return it, otherwise it would branch off.
Yep.
I mean, okay.
That's why he makes the whole joke that the multiverses thing hasn't really worked out
Yeah,
with Marvel so great. Then he went and did it.
A low point.
A really
That's
low
like,
point.
I think it was just the tongue-in-cheekness about that.
I feel I feel like the time travel thing only technically makes sense if like they're from like a branch of the MCU, whereas I think they're kind of like from two completely different areas of this sacred timeline. And I was like, it's fine. It's a Deadpool movie, but then and the fact that he was wearing it makes it okay essentially.
Yeah.
I've heard a rumor that that one of the anchor characters is what's her face from She-Hulk, the girl that hangs out with the guy from Doctor Strange.
With the girl that hangs out with.
That she's actually an anchor character, and if something
that's-
happens to her, then
I saw people saying like she's the anchor.
she's the anchor character. Yeah.
She should be.
Yeah, right.
She's the anchor character.
I forgot her name. It was like something.
Me too.
Something with,
Amanda was her name?
with like what I and 2 E's or whatever.
Yeah, something like that.
Chest.
It's a very valley girl.
Okay, another continuity criticism. What's her name? D23?
X-23.
X23. Why was she in the void? Why was she pruned or whatever? She must have not been from the same universe.
From Logan.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, I was thinking she just wasn't the one.
Yeah,
from
she probably
the
wasn't
movie.
that specific.
So it's just like, oh, it's like, I don't know. It was kind of like the post movie sort of like calm down, be like, oh. So it kind of like made it mean a little bit less. You're like, oh, she's not even that version of the character, and he's not even. I mean, it's obviously he isn't, but like,
Yeah.
it's like,
Well, she went through something similar enough because she had stuff from the movie and the words with him or whatever. Either that or they just pruned her.
Yeah, they slurped her up into this movie because they're like, that doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah. It's a way of saying F you to like all the Fox movies anyway.
Yeah.
I guess. And I was like, and I guess the other logic is Deadpool itself isn't in continuity with the prior movies because Ryan Reynolds' mouth got so shut, and was he die at the end or something? I don't know if
He got his head cut off.
Yeah.
But at the end of the.
But then Deadpool
Post-credits.
kills that version of Deadpool too.
Yeah.
So
I wish they had that Deadpool in again.
yeah.
With all the other Deadpools.
They should have shown up in that crazy fight.
Yeah. Have like the final battle and be like, not you again.
how did he kill that Deadpool?
He went back in time.
Yep.
The Deadpool 2 and
Yep.
shot him in the head.
Mm-hmm.
Shooting in the head kills Deadpool?
Oh, it was implied that he died.
Yeah.
He shot Ryan Reynolds in the head too.
Yeah.
Apparently, though, I did read that Wolverine once regenerated from just one cell of himself. Like he blew up, and he said just one cell made him regrow everything again.
That's
so they
pretty
said
wild.
he felt everything growing, like that pain of everything. So is Deadpool the same way?
I think it all
thought
depends
so.
on the version.
Yeah.
Because like the Fox movies were very much like you cut off their head and they're dead.
Yeah.
So Lady
Like a
Deathstrike
vampire?
was trying to
Is
do the
that
same
what
thing
it's-
with the nails.
I
vampire?
would take them into space and just vacuum them. They
Throw them into the
I think
sun.
they would die.
Oh, just put them in the bag and vacuum seal that too. That'll work too.
Yeah. Either way, it's suffocating.
Yeah.
I go to space.
Let's go to Lowe's.
Yeah. It won't rain. Can you just sit in this bag for a second?
My cells. All right, and another criticism. I understand in Deadpool 2 he's lamenting over the movie Logan. However, the movie Logan was set many years further in the future from then. So is the logic like it's just this Deadpool shut the fuck up?
I think it's just that he knows he's breaking the fourth wall, so
Yeah.
he's aware of the fact that that did happen.
Yep.
And then in this one, it's like, oh, okay. Obviously, the new plot of the movie. He's aware of the fourth wall.
Yep.
And he's like, oh, that was his tragic death in the movie. But he's like, oh, well, it's Wolverine, and it's Disney. He's not going to be dead. He's going to be fine. And then he also, it's not in 2017 or whatever the time point that movie is supposed to be in. But he's going from the TVA to the grave. Deadpool.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's because like Wolverine is still alive at that point. Anyway.
Yeah, in the part of the timeline where Deadpool occurs, that Logan should be alive regardless.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
not all the mutants are dead and stuff.
Yep.
But you could also say, well, he went from the TVA to the grave, so he could have jumped into that point in time after he's dead and be like, well, he's not dead, I'll show you guys.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, I know. It's like I can't wait to watch the movie again. Like
Same.
Like I loved it.
Yeah.
So it's like these are just like at the very least, it's like just like understand that it's a Deadpool movie, have fun with it, and it's okay.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens going forward if they keep using Deadpool and other things, which is
I'm sure they will.
And there's only one blade.
Yeah.
I love that he looked right.
Yeah.
Immediately. That's so funny.
I think Jennifer, it's not Jennifer.
Jennifer Garner.
Jennifer Gardner made a joke about them being divorced. Oh, he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, and that's okay.
That he died. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It's good.
So funny.
Yeah.
So good.
I mean, yeah, her character is like, she was there. It was funny that she was there, just like kind of like represent that part of the history of Marvel movies.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Definitely wasn't expecting that though. For her.
yeah, I was expecting half the movie to be in the voice
Yeah.
from Loki.
I know. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Like that was a solid half the movie. I was like, oh, you could drive out of the Sandy area, go to like a far, like it just looks like they're driving like on Earth. I don't know. Like, oh, the void actually looks kind of nice when you get out of that area. They're like driving a minivan through trees now. A Honda Odyssey or whatever.
Even the bar scene, when I saw the trailers, I was like, oh, they're in a bar. But it's like, no, that's also in the void. I was like, oh, that's neat. I didn't expect that either.
Well, that was a pizza place from Spider-Man.
Yes, correct.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Which Spider-Man?
Spider-Man 2. You know where he delivers the pizzas?
Okay.
Pizza time.
Pizza time. Was it Roy's Pizza or something? I forgot what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whichever it was.
Yeah.
So they had
I don't
Philly
remember.
stuff in the. I don't know.
Look at that.
Hey.
No, you didn't. Don't tell anybody.
I like when he was doing that too.
Yeah.
Stop that.
Yeah.
I love it.
That would be really crazy.
Imagine. Oh my god.
I'd be like, God fucking damn.
Dig up the hard drive.
Yeah. They're searching our files. Get ready for Fred Super Saiyan 4 and Deadpool 4. They know.
I'll be in that multiverse. Right?
I think so.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Any other thoughts about the movie?
Everybody should go watch it.
Yes.
It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
Is Marvel won you over? Like, if you were apprehensive about their output, do you feel like they deserve the benefit of the doubt again, or are you still going to take on each project as it comes?
Each project as it comes.
Yeah. Just because you have one home run doesn't mean you're gonna get
Oh
one.
no, that Captain America movie looks pretty good, but I don't want to get my hopes up.
I don't either because it's been reshot how many times?
Oh damn!
I
Okay,
didn't
never
know
mind
that.
then.
Yeah.
Oh God. I don't know. I still have fun with the movies. I had fun with a lot of the. I know people are crapping on the last phase and stuff. I had fun with the TV shows. I had fun with Guardians.
Yeah,
of the
there was literally nothing I didn't enjoy. There's just like some that are clearly on another level, or aren't. But yeah, even the stuff that, even Secret Invasion, I found entertainment in. And that's all. I'm a simple folk.
I agree.
I don't need everything to be like true classic cinema upon first watch. Like, I was like, you know what? If it makes me pass my time, forget about my troubles of the day. It did its job. And you know what? Those green-headed, big-eared alien guys, they're okay.
Yeah, and it's easier for us to say that than to be like, Marvel is so back, it's dead. Marvel is so back, it's dead. It's easy to just ride that wave of everything's okay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't want to ask. Like, do you think they're back? I was like, do you think you've, but you're still where you were? Like, let's take each project as they come.
Yeah, it's like
I do think it'll be very interesting to see how the next couple shows are, because I'm curious if they're kind of we'll see how true things are long term, of like trying to have more like the showrunners and not as much output to focus on quality over quantity, because there's the Agatha All Along show coming out, and
it's soon, right?
next month.
Okay.
It's scary. Did you see the trailer?
No.
Oh,
It looks neat.
Yeah.
It looks very WandaVision-esque, and it seems like every episode's gonna have a different like crime / horror style, essentially.
Interesting.
But some could be like campy type of,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like,
CW Charmed.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. But there's something else too. I forgot the shows that they're making. I'm blanking on, you know.
No other Star Wars show.
Whoa.
Oh.
But
we're not talking about that.
I was about to say,
Isn't Star Wars
we're not
doing really
Star
good?
Wars.
What?
It's all very dependent on who's watching. I think we just did the animated podcast talking about it too. But it's like, if you're a kid jumping in at this point, you're gonna love Star Wars. If you're a fan of like really old stuff and you really are picky about your Star
You're
Wars,
really
you're
gonna
gonna
love
hate
it. Oh, yeah, you're
Yeah, you're really gonna love it.
You love it
Yeah.
even more.
Get over, kid. I want you.
Yeah. You're gonna love New Garfield and all these characters that they keep
I
introducing.
love that Garfield cat. That one was the best.
Okay, yeah. But all I'll say is I don't know if these Marvel shows have already been kind of in the works since before they made these things, or sort of kind of grandfathered in, and they just kind of like get them out of the way and then perhaps move on to the higher quality things if they turn out to be that way. But we'll see.
I know. What if season 3 has a lot more Bucky in it? So
Whoa.
it's fine with me. And they said after one of the movies, I think it was Captain Marvel, where Beast showed up, they're like, X-Men can now show up in What If. I was like, let's go.
Oh, really?
That's
pretty sick.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
Since you saw The Watcher.
Well,
Yeah,
Just
that's
being-
true too.
Yeah, just being able to do things will hopefully help their output. You know,
Yeah.
just help overall quality as well.
when's the King the Conqueror show coming out?
Mm.
But oh, they
That's some
canceled
bad
it.
news for you.
Yeah,
Oh
that show
man.
had really good beats though. Like the music, it was going to be good, but it was canceled.
Well, hopefully they at least release a soundtrack.
No, that's not going to happen. Okay. Nothing is happening with that.
Don't beat balloon.
Yeah.
Instead, we got Robert Downey Jr. as Doom.
They
Whoa,
did,
yeah,
they did
that's
ask
interesting.
him about it. They're like, how do you feel about Robert Downey Jr. being Doom? He's like, I wanted to be Kang. I wanted to do my stuff.
Oh my god.
I'm going to kill.
Oh my god.
I think in the comics it does turn into Doctor Doom, right?
Kang?
No, sorry. Iron Man.
There's a comic where they switch brains,
Whoa,
like Ock and
And
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, yeah. Yep.
that's pretty wild.
That's a thing that happens.
I think it's going to be very much Tony Stark as Doom and not Victor Von Doom as
Victor
yeah.
Von Doom.
I don't think it's going to be. If it is, I'll be surprised.
Yeah, me too.
Because then it's just his face, and that means nothing.
Yeah, yeah.
But it has to be like Tony Stark.
something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tony Stark variant that is Doom.
Yeah. That's probably what it'll be, because I'm pretty sure there was rumors that this Fantastic Four that we're going to be seeing is going to be one of the ones that dies during the Secret Wars. Like, because you're not going to have stakes if there's nothing that happens from it.
You saying the Fantastic Four that are going to be introduced in the Fantastic Four movie are going to immediately die in Secret Wars?
Yeah, that's what the
That would be really stupid.
that's
I like it.
yeah.
Or AK.
Yeah, last steps.
Yeah, yeah, because there's some leaker that talked about a lot of stuff that actually did happen in the Deadpool movie, and he also said, yeah, the plan with Fantastic Four is basically introduce them, make you like them, and then kill them off.
Wow. Hey, that makes no sense. We've been waiting forever.
Yeah, that's problematic, I think.
Yeah.
I some people would be like, yeah, it's like, they're going to pay Robert Downey Jr. $800 trillion to 3 movies. And then, we could, I don't know. I don't know comics, but like, it's like, everything's going to be simplified into one universe or something like that. When it's a reset on everything. That way we could have their own X-Men, their own Fantastic Four, their own Doctor Doom. But like, if everyone fucking loves Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doom, they're going to want to wait 20 years before they bring that character back. Otherwise, everyone's going to fucking shit on it.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Sometimes it's kind of like, do we want to get to this now, or do we want to get in year 2040 when we're all over this and, we're in VR goggles that let us do unspeakable things to each other.
Whoa, we're in Ready Player One in a Black Mirror episode. Cool. Bring it now.
Who cares about watching the Avengers when you could fuck them?
That honestly would probably, as long as they have the consent button and it's like, all right, I don't feel guilty
If
doing
it's out
this,
for
then
you.
yeah. I'd be like, Captain America, do you consent to patriotism? Meaning my penis? And he's like, yes, I do. I'd be like, okay, we're doing it.
We're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're like Captain America. If you had it up, he was like, I could do this all day.
Yeah. Captain America, would you give me an Alabama smash? I'll pull my pants down. And he's like, certainly I will. I'm like, okay, we're doing this.
He doesn't have exactly a lot of eloquent dialogue.
No.
Yeah.
Certainly.
I will definitely, indubitably do this.
Even Matt's dialogue in this situation is just, okay, we're doing it.
As he put on his goop glasses.
I've been writing porn for 30 years. I know.
Hi, did you order this pizza? Okay, we're doing this.
You better believe it.
So I think that you understand.
Well, eventually movies are just going to be you type in what you want to happen and it's going to just show up.
With the AI movie
Don't
generator.
like that. Don't like that.
That's what's going to happen. They're already trying your cartoons. Did you see that?
Whoa. No?
Yeah, there's
That's nuts.
a beta where you write down like a story or whatever, and then it makes the whole story into a cartoon, like
Whoa.
an anime.
This is the death of creativity.
Of one version of creativity.
Yeah,
Because now you still got to write the what's going to become the new.
Good for writing.
But you're losing like creation. And then you don't need to write it. You just have AI
ChatGPT prompts.
come up with a good premise for a show.
Yep.
Feed it to other things.
Yep.
Well, what if you become the first like IT artist that generates AI that does beautiful things with whatever you code into it or something, and then you eat a sandwich?
Wait.
That was a lot.
I feel like AI wrote that. Did you get the chip?
No. Not yet.
Yeah. What if you were to, in the future, AI in the brain and then chip in the future and do beautiful things?
And eat a sandwich.
You know what's funny? I understood that more than what Matt said. We're like speaking Spanish.
Put on your glasses, you'll know what I'm saying.
Exactly.
That's how glasses work.
Oh,
I gotta read your lips.
yeah.
Read your lips.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
Future looks bright, guys.
I want to make that title of this episode. Why watch the Avengers when you could fuck the Avengers? All right, I think that's a good place to leave the conversation for there. All right.
Oh. I'm joking.
Okay. Okay, so there's plenty of stuff that came out. There's stuff that started watching and stuff that you guys saw. Could start perhaps anywhere, but there's the show that just got released is Batman Caped Crusader.
Whoa.
I have seen a little over in one episode. You've seen it?
Episode 1.
Yeah. Okay, so it's kind of like just barely jumped in. Have the super fans I'm sure have seen the whole seasons already. So sorry. What are your thoughts on the first episode?
So this is under the context. Remember, I've been watching an episode of Batwoman every week.
Yeah.
So just as a heads up. So when they're like, Penguin's a woman, I'm like, that I don't care. You can do anything to anybody. And I'd be like, that's fine. It feels like Batman the Animated Series. It feels like they wanted to make more of Batman the Animated Series. Even the logo is him with like the pose from Batman the Animated Series. So, and I think they did a good job. It's cool. It's fun. It's neat. It's not like it's detective show. It's like what the old show used to be. And it's not obviously if you like the Harley Quinn show, it's not going to be that. It's not like this funny goofy thing. It's very much like
Serious.
Like a
scenes
noir.
in the courtroom.
Right.
But what I do think is interesting about the show is that where Batman the Animated Series, Batman would like disappear and they'd be like, where is he? In this, you'll see him like snaking around a little bit. Yeah. There's like a scene where he's in a room and like someone's putting away these files in this drawer. And then it's like, oh, Batman's going to show up. But then they literally show him, like, rounding this big curved thing.
Yeah. I forget if they were all in the first episode or if one may have been the second one, but I think they were all in the first. Batman does a couple questionable things, which are pretty amazing. Batman hits 3 thugs with his car, like at a high speed.
Oh my god!
They go flying. I'm like, you can't make my imagination think they're not dead.
This is my Batman.
And it was the straight up like you don't even hear the car coming till it's hit you type of thing.
Wow.
It's like, bam, they go flying.
Wow.
And then Batman does like this pimp nod to like was it Barbara Gordon or something like that and drives off. He's like,
Yeah, I killed those guys.
yeah, that's right.
Justice prevails.
And no, I think the other one was part of episode 2. They just this like Scooby Doo looking villain. I don't know. Because of the style, I can't tell if it's a mask or if it is someone's actual face. I guess we'll find out over time. They straight up that character does something, steps out. It's it's like the what do you call it when you're in the city and you step out in the windows onto like where
Ghost riding the whip,
ladders and stuff like in this like the fire escape from the windows in the city where there's always these chase scenes where they're jumping for like down the ladders from like the city apartments.
Yeah, the fire scene.
The fire escapes. Sure.
Yeah.
So he steps out in the fire escape and Batman is like a few feet away and like is just sort of like chilling there, like waiting for the character to see him. And then once the character sees him, which is like several seconds later, then the chase begins and the guy gets away. So Batman was just like, notice me. I could have caught you already, but just look at me.
Oh man,
run. I love it when you run.
Should he run away?
So for some reason, I was like, "Why did you do that, Batman?" Yeah, if I was like having a drink during the part where he smashed 3 people with his car, I probably would have spit out the drink. I was like, "Holy!"
And then he does it on.
Yeah,
that's right.
Wait till you watch it. I'm not exaggerating it. It was pretty cool.
Where can we catch this show?
On Amazon.
Yeah.
I saw Rotten Tomatoes score for the critics was like 93%, but for the audience was like 68. I'm like, what's that disconnect? I'm interested to see what's going on there.
I don't know.
Car hitting the people, maybe?
Batman just murdering people.
Some people think there isn't enough Batman in it. Is that part of the criticism?
I can see that. I can see that being your criticism. Although I also, even when he was Bruce Wayne in the first episode, I thought that was neat too.
I liked his the Bruce Wayne depiction.
I like when he tells the same joke twice.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh my God.
It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like routine. But his Bruce Wayne is like the cocky party guy.
Oh, okay.
And not like, I once again, this comes from the lens of the last Batman we saw on screen being something sick. Yeah. So, wop. So it's like refreshing to see like the
playful Bruce.
cocky Bruce and like
and it's like interacting with Harvey Dent and stuff like that.
How many ladies does he go court? Yes.
Does he drive over with his car?
Yeah.
Whoa, that's one way to say it.
Maybe that's why he ran into all of them, because he was getting like a little road treat. And then he's like, oh my God, those were thugs.
Just nod and drive away.
Yeah. Yeah.
You look cool in the man. Yeah, put on the cowl.
Yeah.
It wasn't Bruce Wayne that did it, it was Batman.
I did notice, and I don't know, I guess, for whatever it's worth, even though it definitely does, like, go stylistically a lot for the Batman the Animated Series, it's not that, I guess, and maybe that's probably why the audience is really tough on it. There was one specific goon character who's it just seemed like they didn't put nearly as much effort into drawing him as they did for like some of the main characters. I don't know if, like, his eye looked like a what do you call it, like a semicircle. Where he just looks so funny looking compared to everyone else.
Interesting.
Was it the Penguin one? The Penguin Goon?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, with the really goofy looking one.
Because the eyes are what mainly was just like, why did they draw him like that?
Because there was the character that had like the one giant tooth.
Oh, it looked like the Mad Magazine.
Yeah. That one looked wacky too.
That was a choice, but I thought that was kind of the animated series too.
I just thought it was definitely extra. Like, whoa, what is this guy doing on screen? It's like kooky as hell. He's not there long though.
Yeah. Also, it's like rated like for 7-year-olds.
How much? They definitely kill multiple people.
Yeah.
Like,
oh. Yeah, there was like a body count in like the first episode.
Yeah.
And it's like TVY7.
Oh,
that's interesting.
wow.
That's interesting.
I don't know. Maybe I should double check that, but I was looking it up and I remembered seeing that. I'm like, no, they're fine. They're just getting I don't know. It's like love taps or something. You know?
Yeah, I don't know that. Oof. That's.
Oh man.
That character, that's fine.
Yeah, that character is definitely fine.
Yeah. Okay.
Interesting.
So I'm sure you'll watch it in time. You got to watch anything that's Batman animated, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's totally worth the watch. I'm going to keep watching it. And I think it was like the #1 show on Prime. So then I think that automatically means it's getting 5 more seasons.
Probably.
And that's a show that HBO was going to write off too.
Yeah.
They tried to get rid of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. And then they're just like, fine, we'll sell it to someone else.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, it's doing good.
Rachel showed me a screenshot of one of the things from the one of the episodes, I guess, and they show like all the Robins, right?
All the Robins.
Yeah, I saw that picture too.
Yeah. Is that
I don't know the context.
Yeah, I don't know the context.
I didn't get to
Every
it.
Robin.
Yeah.
Yeah, and also it says every Robin, but
They're missing
you
some
follow,
Robin.
and it's like that first one looks like Carrie Kelly. The second one looks like Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
The third one looks like Unjob or whatever it is. I've never seen this guy before in my life. This is not Jason. What the hell is this supposed to be? And then Stephanie's there, and people are like, yeah, but they're like, where's Tim? And say, he's a baby. I'm like, no,
Well, but
I'm like,
Tim isn't an orphan.
no. They say, apparently, in that episode, Tim is a baby. All the comments were
really?
like, Tim is a baby. Tim is a baby. I was like, this makes no fucking sense. Stephanie is a full-grown
Yeah, that
kid
makes
in
no
there.
sense. How much older is Stephanie from Tim?
So that
Enough to make a
screenshot,
difference.
that screenshot was like kryptonite for me. I was like, oh, fuck, no. But we'll see. We'll see when it gets to it. I have no clue.
Yeah, and I read like a review of it. They said that it seems like they are trying to get to like Robin quick. That's from what I read. So
Bruce Timm,
yeah,
he's like, I don't want it to be the other show.
yeah.
But where's
we're gonna,
Robin?
Yeah.
Needs to be good, like, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because Barbara's a
Okay.
full-grown adult.
Oh, she's a
Barbara's
full-grown
not
adult?
a kid. She's a
Oh,
full-grown
interesting.
adult
That's weird
already.
because then she also.
That's why it's like, let's not think about that.
Yeah.
Tim's a baby, guys.
Yeah. That's hilarious.
He grows up very well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some might say.
Was it clear like what decade the 90s animated show like took place in?
I don't think so. I think they made it seem like it was like the 40s, right? Like the aesthetic was like a very 40s or
The cars, yeah.
the cars and
always
even like
looking
the
cars.
TVs and stuff. But then that new season, the one where they introduced him, then it's a little more modern with everything.
This one,
If not futuristic.
this one they are straight up like it's the 40s.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So,
Interesting.
yeah, it's like it was interesting here it's spelled out. But you're so right. Like, how old would Bruce Wayne have to be to go from that to Batman Beyond era? Where
Yeah.
There's flying cars or whatever the hell they have. You're like he was 112 years old. Any things that you have for this episode?
Kite Man.
More Kite Man?
Yeah, we did watch one episode, the new episode of Kite Man.
Nice.
That was very
it's
good.
released weekly?
Yeah.
Yeah. Every
that makes
Thursday.
so much more sense. Okay.
Yeah.
It was very good.
Yep.
Trying to think, this new episode. Oh, the
The apartment
cold
and the time travel.
and the time traveling toilet. Yes.
Yep.
Wow.
And Bane is a very big part of this episode, and it's really cool. I really liked Bane's part. I feel so bad for Bane all the time. All the time I feel so bad.
That's his character.
It's like he's so sweet. I feel so bad. But he's also Bane So, I really liked this episode. The premise is I'm just gonna say it because it's not really a spoiler for anything.
Yeah,
they move in together into an apartment, and their toilet is a time traveling toilet, and Bane doesn't know, and he goes, Bane is moving all their furniture into their house.
What?
Because they're best friends. And
Bane's
like,
best friends
Kite
are
Man's
Kite
like,
Man now?
Yeah, apparently.
yeah, we're best friends.
Yeah, Bane
No.
thinks he is, and then
Bane
Kite Man's
thinks
like,
he is.
yeah, sure.
They're moving everything in, and Kite Man's inquiring about Golden Glider's past. Like, what happened to, why doesn't she have family pictures on the wall and stuff? Why does Kite Man the only one where he has family pictures? His dad's rich, by the way.
Okay.
I didn't know that till this episode.
No, we knew that in the first episode when they were trying to rob him.
Anyways, there's no pictures of her family on the wall. And he inquires about why she doesn't have any family pictures. Her brother is Captain Cold.
Okay.
That's canon in the comics.
Mm-hmm.
Why she doesn't have pictures of her parents, and we find out that her parents are just bad, not great. Like, one's a drunk and one's a woman who sleeps with whoever she wants to sleep, kind of thing.
Well, no, not in the beginning. Like,
Anyways,
she waited.
she kills her parents, and that's why she doesn't, in that same bar that they bought and they live in.
Oh.
Yeah.
So they have a time traveling toilet and they just use it to find out about her past?
Well, Bane falls in love with her mom.
Wow.
Yes.
Who dies?
And then, well,
Because he goes back in time with the toilet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So,
Okay.
and they're trying to
tragic
stop
love
Golden.
story.
Yeah, they're trying to stop Golden Glider from killing her mom.
Because Bane falls in love with her.
No, that was just because Bane was saying one day I'll have somebody to move into with and blah blah, and I'm like, yeah, Bane. And no.
No.
No. Yeah. Anything to say?
No, yeah, it was a really fun episode. Like,
was.
Kite Man in general is just a really fun show. I kind of like it a lot.
Like, you can detach your brain and just while seeing other characters, and you're like, oh, okay.
You get to see where Captain Cold is and what he's doing, and
Yeah.
it's really funny.
It sounds
in a
more
van.
like Adventure Time
It is.
with DC, this
100%.
a time-traveling toilet.
Yep.
The hot tub time machine. It's toilet time
It's toilet time
Yeah.
machine. Yeah.
Captain Cold is living in an ice cream machine.
I was going to ask, how do they depict Captain Cold? Because I'm used to Captain Cold.
Yeah, not like that.
Yeah.
He's like a guy who would crash on your couch. Like, not really. He lives in an ice cream machine, like ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck, yeah.
Ice cream truck.
He's like a broke guy.
He's a broke guy. Yeah, he wears the glasses and the hood.
Okay.
General character, but he's kind of like a
deadbeat.
dead.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's funny.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a lot of
That
fun.
stuff.
And now that, how many episodes are we in?
3, 5.
4.
Four?
Whoa. And Stephanie Brown showed up once.
So far, yeah.
And so Tim Drake's on his way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, keep saying that, guy.
yeah.
When he shows up in the finale, then I'll watch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
far.
yeah, because I don't think we've seen any other heroes since Spoiler.
No, they're at a villain bar. Their bar is for villains.
Yeah, I know.
And
But Tim Drake used to run a villain bar. He used to,
Yeah.
he used to, yeah, he-
Yep.
in incognito, so he could find out about the
Yep.
villains and stuff.
maybe we'll see.
And he had a beard.
Yeah, he did.
They live together, and she's very into boats.
Mm.
Has
Nice.
nothing to do with her.
Yeah, it has nothing to
character.
do with anything.
She's very nautical. Like, all her stuff is like,
And Kite Man's even like, okay.
and it's so funny during the episode because Bane gets stuck in the past because he was moving them in, got a really bad stomach ache, and went to go blow up their bathroom, and you clearly can hear him. But like, you see him on the toilet, like, he's obviously big, and the toilet's small, and you see him blowing up the bathroom, and then he flushes, and that's when he gets taken to,
Oh my god.
and literally, and then he can't get back, so he carves on the wall, and they're peeling the wallpaper in the present day, and they just see the message, and then they totally got off track.
Yeah.
And then later, Kite Winslet says something really funny when he finally unveils it.
Oh,
Said something. I was
it
like,
was very Harvey Birdman like the way he does it. But he's like, the words on the wall. The wall, the words that are on the wall.
Oh my god.
And it just shows shots of the wall with the words.
It's really good.
It does have a real Harvey Birdman quality to it.
Yeah.
True. It's the way they're using those IPs and stuff.
Yeah.
I really like the show. It's a good like disconnect from it's like serious. This is the show they needed. DC needed.
Isn't it funny that one of the most serious adaptations of Bane is what made him become this really silly guy in all the other adaptations now?
Whoever voices
Like-
this guy is like a genius because like his voice is like it's so good.
Yeah.
It's like how he would really sound.
The Dark Knight Rises has legitimately fucked Bane
Yeah, really. Nobody can speak.
forever.
So funny. But yeah, that's a lot of fun. We're still catching up with My Adventure Superman.
No, we did
There's
one
like
more episode.
yeah, there's we have 2 episodes left.
2 episodes.
Yeah.
You watched all of the first season?
Yeah, we're on season 2.
Yo,
Season 2.
Wow.
What's up?
what's up?
Yo, what's up?
I talked about season 1, and you guys were just like, oh, we're getting around to it. Tonight.
Oh, then we never really talk about. Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, we watched it.
Yeah, I've only watched 1 or 2 episodes of season 2 so far. It's on the to-do list also because I like the show.
Yeah.
I heard season 2 is good, but for some
It's good.
reason it started losing me.
Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
All right.
Keep pushing through. There's more characters introduced. It's really good. The plot is really good.
There's a big spoiler question about season 1 where things are kind of like, it's a pretty cute show and stuff. We were talking about, but I think at some point you guys kind of got caught up in another show and didn't like watch it as it was releasing the way I was.
Yeah.
So there's like a second or third to last episode where things kind of the show goes from like pretty chill to completely off the rails, like in terms of premise. And I presume like you can't undo that. Season 2 probably runs with that. I don't know.
I'm trying to think of which specific moment you're talking about.
You say it, I don't care.
The Council of Lois's. I don't know. Like,
Oh, I don't think that's brought back up
Yeah,
yet.
no.
what? What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they just have like the Council of Ricks thing for Lois, and then they just like, nope.
And the lowest
Well, so
from
far,
that
so
world
far.
has not been asked to be in the Council of Lois.
That's the same plot as Rick and Morty.
like the show was like so charming. It's just like a pretty I mean, there's stakes and villains and stuff, but it's like you get to build the relationships with like Superman, Lois, and Jimmy's kind of like annoying, but he's there too. And then there's the multiverse episode, or like yeah. And it just sort of like, oh crap! And then like Lois learns all these things, and and I don't know. Like I felt like it's like even if you don't see them again, they fundamentally changed as characters.
Well, yeah, the effects of what happened does play a role in the story, but they never bring them up again. Like they never you never see them again. But the stuff that they went through does play a role in what happens in this season.
Interesting.
I think it brings in new villains that are interesting, new characters that, without spoiling, new characters that change situations.
All right. You gotta change.
That's so vague that I don't even know.
I'm trying to be as vague as possible.
Yeah, no, you're being vague. That's good.
You succeeded. No,
Definitely succeeded.
How about you go?
How about I go?
I do see clips online of this show still too.
All right, so what clips have you seen?
I mean, I don't want to spoil it. Kyle hasn't seen season 2 either, no?
Yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
why am I going to?
Oh, what clips have you seen? Have you seen clips?
Hey,
Where are we at in terms of what we can talk about?
Where did you end?
I think I've seen like 1 or 2 episodes of season 2 so far.
What do you remember?
No, very little.
Okay.
I don't.
Have you seen The Blonde yet?
Oh yeah, I know.
The Blonde?
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Legally?
Yeah.
Sure.
Have you legally seen her? Has she given you
I
consent?
hope he hasn't illegally seen it. That's Rule 34.
I don't think so.
Okay. All right, I know
All
what we
right.
can't talk about now.
There you go.
Okay.
Superboy's coming season 3. It was in the panel.
Yeah, you showed me the
Superboy's coming
image.
season 3.
I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool.
That's going to make me watch.
He's already reproducing?
Superboy's a clone of Superman and Lex.
Yeah.
There.
what if they do it differently?
I think they will. I do.
I could give you a hint. Lex is becoming Lex in
Okay.
this season.
Which will explain why season 3 will have.
Possibly.
Yeah, Lex is becoming very like. Obviously, like I don't like Superman. Lex is becoming Lex, like the hard becoming Lex. Maybe not the bald Lex.
A hard Lex.
Hard.
That's kind of Lex we like to see.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Anytime Lex Luthor sees Superman, he's hard. We all know this.
I think so, a little bit.
He has a little man crush and he's mad.
He's got hair. He's beautiful.
He's godlike, the way I want to be.
It's like when you're in the car with your wife and a really hot guy jogs by, and you're like, damn it. Get out of here. But that energy for your whole life with Superman.
Yeah.
Right.
Literally.
And in some versions, that's your best friend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop jogging in front of my car. Take a different route.
Yeah.
But it's good so far. I like it's cute.
The overall vibe of, yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
It's getting a little more serious, but it still has a cutesy vibe.
Yeah.
There's some new relationships forming that are like taking.
You still get that out of it.
Yes.
It's like,
Yeah.
still, like, it could be like, I enjoy the relationships on the show,
Yep.
and there happens to be a super villain, you know, each episode or something like that.
One consistent one, I think it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, relative.
I mean,
Besides Lex, who's just there.
I would say 3 villains that I can think of that are like really kind of mean.
I say 5.
Ooh.
We got 5.
I say 10.
Ooh, that
I can see.
does minus 2. Okay. Okay, so show's enjoyable.
Yes.
Should
Check it out.
shouldn't watch it.
Check it out.
Yeah, what's it all about?
Literally.
Twerk it out. How many times do you twerk while watching My Adventures with Superman?
All the whole time.
Yeah, it's like an exercise. You know, like you do it for the whole 22 minutes, and then you're like, all right, now I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my Twerkventures with
I go faster every single time they say Superman.
Oh,
You should watch the B movie and do it every time they say B.
I'd be going so fast I'd shake the earth.
you better start really slow.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you still watching The Boys in unison? Like,
I haven't watched an
got your
episode.
boy period
Have
synced
you
up?
watched your
We're still on episode 2. What are you guys on?
I think we actually watched Gen V.
Oh,
Okay, so you kind of
so you backtracked.
We're like, they haven't progressed. We have to watch this other show. So we watched more Gen V.
Gen V was good.
which
from
was
what
we
we
liked.
saw.
It was good?
We
Nice.
liked more
Awesome.
of Gen V.
okay.
You guys watch The Boys?
No, we're still in the same second.
Oh, all right. Yeah, we got them. Eventually.
It's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
That's why I said I think I want to wait till everything ends.
Oh,
Did
that'd
it
be
end
nice.
already?
Yeah.
Yeah, now we could all watch it. One episode.
That's how I feel about House. That's how I feel about House of the Dragon. I was like, let it end.
I'm
and
not
then
gonna
we'll-
bother you again until you say like you watched it, but then you're gonna be like, I'm up to date and like get My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah.
Like we can go talk to.
Yeah, that's what would happen. 100%.
I forgot everything about My Adventures with Superman, other than like, oh, it's getting more serious.
We did watch more of House of the Dragon.
We did.
Oh, we didn't.
That's okay, because I'm still very confused by the show because I don't know anybody's names.
John
I'm like,
seems
who's
to have
this?
it down.
What's this doing?
Well,
Yeah.
TikTok really helps educate you because they do have a lot of clips of the actual backstory and like who these characters actually are in the book and like
The problem is the show doesn't have pop-up videos.
No, which it needs.
Yeah.
We're still on that same boat because the more we watch it, the more I'm like, who the hell
feel
is
so
this
stupid.
person?
Yeah.
And it doesn't help that there's like 15 A-guns.
And then Gianna's able to be like, "Oh, that's this person. This person. That's super. This person. That's what happened in the past."
And she's like, you idiot. What?
No, it's like that with Rachel too, because Rachel know all this backstory and stuff too, and then she's like, "Yeah, Rhaenyra." I was like, "Which one's that?"
That's my girl. Yeah,
Oh, I was gonna say, who is that?
that one I knew. That one I knew.
That's a blonde one, right? With the castle and the dragon that died or something?
no,
No, God.
no.
Wait,
It's the main
which
girl.
one's that one?
Which
It's
one's
the one
the
that
main
should
girl?
be queen.
With the brown-haired girl?
No, the blonde, the
The
white-haired blonde, one.
the
one
white-haired
that's
blonde
supposed to be
that's
queen.
supposed to be
That's
queen,
fighting-
but then she's battling like 2 other houses or
Yeah.
something, and she's
Yeah.
got Frankenstein man that she's interested in or
Well,
something
yeah,
weird.
she's married to Frankenstein man.
Oh,
Wait, which one's
wait, she's
Frankenstein man?
she's married to the guy that was Doctor Who.
Yeah, she's married to him. but he decided to F off to a castle.
Yes, the haunted
And he's
castle.
stripping balls.
Yeah, he's stripping
Yeah, for
balls.
every
There's
episode.
It's like a ghost girl or witch
People
or something.
theorize
He was
that
an owl.
people.
Oh,
people-
yeah,
You know
what's up
who
with
she's
that?
related to? She's
I
related
have no
to.
clue.
I don't know.
She's related to the guy that tortures that guy in the Game of Thrones show.
The
One that
flayer.
cuts off his balls or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's
Makes him
related.
rape?
She's related to
Ooh.
Ramsay Bolton. That's her like grand,
Really?
great.
I thought she was a barn owl.
She probably is.
Because she says,
No, she's a-
I'm not real, I'm a barn owl. So I said, I'll take her at that word. I believe
She's a witch, but
I
it's
mean, I
fine.
believe it.
People-
Remember when that shadow came in one
That
episode
never
in
fucking
Game of
came
Thrones?
back.
Yeah, it never came back.
I want this show to
very
have
weird.
8 million Shadow Boy episodes. Like
That would be
People,
great.
That would be
people
cool.
theorize
Weird.
because remember the red witch.
Queen?
Yeah.
No, the
Queen?
red
Yeah, that-
witch.
Right?
Yeah, the red
Jesus
witch
Christ.
that turned into an old lady.
Yeah, they theorize she's how many years old? She's 1,000.
Why
She
is she
said-
going to be in this show?
Maybe that was her.
It's
They
400.
think that might be her.
Oh.
They think that might be her.
That'd be neat.
Yeah,
But then I gotta remember more shit.
yeah.
Like, what did she do later?
but there's a whole bunch.
Just bring back
There's
Jon
so
Snow
many
or
people
something?
that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
said that Rhaenyra is actually related to that, like from the Game of Thrones. That it's like almost everyone, to be honest.
So you're not caught up, but you pretty much know everything that's
Yes.
happening.
Yeah.
Generally,
It
Sounds
will
like
happen.
Yeah.
Because Gianna also does that, where she's like, "Oh, this is what's gonna happen later." I was like, "How the fuck do you know?"
TikTok.
So like you're watching a Tony be like trying to understand what's happening, but
And I'll be
you'll be
watching
like, this
the-
is how they chose to do this.
Yeah,
That's literally what's happening with
Yeah,
this.
it's we're getting
It is
woman
because we
explained
get-
stuff, and we're like,
because
I'm gonna
because
need
TikTok
that.
actually has like where they break down what happened in the book, like the whole story, because the George R. R. Martin built this story just to explain Daenerys.
Yeah, but
That's
that's what
it.
it says at the beginning, but I don't believe that
That's
shit anymore.
it. They said that that's the only reason why he built out the story was to explain her backstory.
Yeah, it's like
That's it.
she really needs explanation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That I have the most irrelevant thing, but it's like, so as they was to watch Caped Crusader, I open up Amazon Prime Video, and the thing that pops up is Game of Thrones with a picture of Arya sitting on the Iron Throne.
what?
What?
I was like, I have so many problems with everything that's happening right now.
That's weird.
Yeah,
That's exactly how that show goes.
yeah.
Yeah.
That Prime Video show goes.
Right, right, yeah.
I also heard that Bran told Jon Snow who he actually was on purpose so that he would tell Daenerys so she would get upset and that eventually he would end up having to kill her so he could take the throne. Because he actually ends up being the person who wins. In the book, he's the person that ends up winning the throne.
Jon Snow?
Bran.
Oh,
Is that the annoying?
I thought that was
Yes,
what's
the
happening
blind
in the
kid.
show.
Yeah, or something.
That's because Tyrion
Yeah.
goes, like, "It was always him." And
Yeah.
we're like, "No, it wasn't."
Literally, it never was him, literally.
If they tell the story right, it could be.
They have, what's her face? Stark.
Industries.
No, you know, the mom who dies in the Red Wedding?
Yeah, yeah.
You know her sister? The one, the Sky Girl?
Oh,
woman?
yeah. I would
They
think
have her in the
Batman
show.
Fly's mom, yeah.
I think they have. Do they have her in the show? That makes
I
no
don't
sense
know.
because it's thousands.
They
of
have a
years before.
Stark in the show, but
No,
I think he's a dude.
they go to that castle.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
They go to that castle. So.
Is the architecture different? It's been 1,000 years.
They keep changing this one location that everybody's getting upset about. Like each episode, each season.
It's the same, but they got little balls. It's the same castle. They just got little balls. They put balls in little.
Oh, yes, they do.
Yes, that
Balls?
thing.
What
I
are you guys talking about?
don't understand why they do that.
Council,
That
they
never
don't either.
carried over into Game of Thrones. Yeah, they have a little like donut with
And they
that's
put
made
a
of stone,
Yeah.
and they put like the stone ball of the same stone
Yeah.
composition and
Plot
the
that shit in there.
whole.
That means you could talk.
Yes, I
Whoa.
think.
I don't even remember that. That was in an episode.
No, it's not. It
It's-
doesn't carry over.
It's not Game of Thrones.
Oh, wait,
it's only in
it's
House of the Dragon.
Yeah, it
yes,
is in House of
it's
the
in
Dragon.
quite a few episodes of House of the
Yeah.
Dragon. That's how that one house.
That's
Very
the only thing
prominent.
that I know because it's the stupidest thing.
Yeah.
Remember that stupid episode where the kid he let his kid before his kid,
Oh yeah. You watched that.
where
already.
where the kid is like playing with the ball and the guy's like, stop, fucking stop.
Oh.
Lannister guy's like, stop touching
Wait,
my
so you guys are already on
balls.
season 2.
What? I told you
Yeah,
we
we're
watched a
on season
recap
2.
of season
Yes.
1 so we could get out of
Oh,
that.
so you're already
right
watching it. So you guys are fine. You know the balls.
Yes, we know.
I didn't
we got
remember
up to
any of those
episode
That's all right.
five.
You don't have to remember them. They serve no purpose.
No, but they're the funniest part of the show.
That
'cause
is-
it comes up and
We're
everyone's
missing, like,
really
2 to
they're like,
3
I need a
episodes.
ball.
Yeah. All right. I gotta put it in a hole.
We're
And it's like
missing,
it
like-
doesn't fit.
We're missing like 2 to 3 episodes or something like that. We got up to. Do you remember where we got up
I think we're
Yeah, what's her
Oh,
face
when
died?
what's her face died?
the one that falls out the dragon.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
The first to
Yeah.
die besides the
Yeah.
dad.
Sounds like.
I think we're right after that.
All right. Well, we'll touch base again next week.
I'll still be confused.
Yeah, we'll be more confused.
This is the last episode airing, I think, this Sunday.
Let's go.
I think.
Oh, I can watch House of the Dragon soon. Cool.
I think this is the last. Don't go
It's a
me on this.
series
I'm almost
finale.
positive.
That would be one.
That's why people think. So, people think that the reason why they had Damien trip balls like episode after episode
Yeah.
was they were building his empathy, so you could be like, wow, he really learned as a character.
Oh, you're gonna
And
kill
they
him.
And then he dies because in the book he dies, but he dies the best way he physically could die.
He's the only guy that's
he
like
leaps off of
snoo
a dragon with a sword and stabs somebody through the eye.
oh,
The bad guy
realistically,
with one eye.
Damien's one of the easiest characters to follow right now because he's staying in place and tripping balls.
Yeah.
So if they kill him, we're doomed.
Yeah.
We don't know what to
And
follow.
he's Doctor Who, right?
Yeah,
So
he's
he's like-
Doctor Who.
He's recognizable. He
And
doesn't really go
Frankenstein.
anywhere.
Yeah.
Frankenstein's monster, I should say.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah, he's got a crazy.
Didn't help that part.
Well, I think they
He's
extra
still sexy.
monsterfy him in this show.
It's a sexy monster.
I think
Which
it's
they
the white
also-
hair, maybe.
No, because they also extra monsterfy him in Morbius.
I didn't watch Morbius.
Oh,
Either have I fallen asleep like 5 times in the past trying to watch, and then I forgot it existed until now again.
So I'll keep this brief. That '90s show. Not only is it so great that they took the second half of the second season, they moved up from like October to being like later this month. They're like, let's just get it out there. Let's get it done.
Wow.
But that's they can't wait.
Oh,
So
yeah.
excited.
So excited.
I remembered season 1 being okay. I was like, you know what? The kids have their moments. The parents are great. Or Kitty and Red are great. And I don't know. This second season, first half or whatever, I only like Kitty Foreman. Everyone else, I think, is pretty awful. So I gotta say, I really wanted to like people liking that '90s show, but damn, it's hard.
Wow. It's unfortunate.
I'm curious if you guys ever decide to give it a shot, just to give me your thoughts. But it just seems like, I don't know. I keep trying to like separate from like the nostalgia. Like I just remember liking that '70s show. The characters didn't feel like they were so like hot shit. I don't know. I don't know.
They were young.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think they.
I don't know. The relationships felt more like natural and not so sitcom-y, even though it was a sitcom.
Yeah.
And I don't know. So, but even like Red Foreman's character, or they brought back Bob, and it's just like, who's writing for them? Like, I don't know. Something got.
Whoa.
My personal I feel like creatively that like the actress who plays Kitty Foreman was just like, you want me to say this? I'm going to say this instead, because she's like in that '70s show. I still love her. So it's like, if you want to watch a collection of just Kitty Foreman's lines in that '90s show, she's great.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know.
Damn.
But you know who shows up at the end?
Evil Knievel.
Evil Knievel.
Wow.
That's so exciting.
And the crowd went mild.
The not actually Jay and Silent Bob show
really?
up. Yeah, they're going to be like Kevin Smith is playing Leo's son.
Oh.
Since they're like the Cheech and Chong of the '90s, basically. So
I mean, it's canon to that
they're
universe.
going to be more in the second half of the second season.
What the?
I don't know what's going on in that show.
And Kevin
That's a
Smith,
good joke, Kyle.
hey, I wrote that. And Kevin Smith talks a lot as non-silent Bob.
Brain hurty.
Uh-huh.
So who the hell's writing it? And then Kevin Smith just comes on. I was like, I'll be a part of it.
Yeah, right.
I heard it's shit now. Let me hop on in there.
I heard you could get a paycheck.
Did somebody say money?
Maybe they'll save it. Now I have to watch the second half of the second season.
So they got you. They got you.
Big cartoon hook.
Yeah.
He's gonna die in a second. He's gonna die.
Have a heart attack.
Literally the next episode, they're like, he's here. Guess what?
He overdosed. Drugs are bad. Say no. Oh, the show's so like, I don't know. I guess it's all about pop. It's very like, that's the only show kind of like tiptoeing around. There's like smoking weed, pot. We got some pot, marijuana.
Wow. I'm surprised they're not having like a heroin like table where they just like
Shoot.
yeah, you know, Kurt Cobain made it big.
Right. Not wrong there.
For good things.
He made a few things big.
Like gun sales.
Whoa.
Well, Tony says I'm hooked.
You're hooked.
You didn't even give me a choice.
They got you. You don't have to watch it now.
My free will's gone.
It's gone.
Going.
Go on.
Okay. All right. So, you started watching Cobra Kai, right?
Yeah.
I've seen one episode now. How much have you seen?
2?
Yeah, I think two.
Okay. The only thing I have to say is I saw Blue Beetle punch a baseball.
Yeah.
What?
I remember that.
Is this Fast and Furious
them
now?
being at the batting cage.
Yeah.
I remember him punching a baseball.
No, he did.
Wow.
You know, like you go to batting cage and like it's supposed to shoot out like however like 9 baseballs. It only shot out 1. And what's his name? His character's
Miguel?
name. Yeah, Miguel is like saw it coming and went.
Yeah,
He's doing like a slow motion punch.
Oh my God.
Oh my
Yeah.
And I
god.
was like, yes. It's my favorite part of the episode.
that was the coolest part of the episode. That might be the coolest part of the first 2 episodes. But it's still fun.
I think the show is
Yeah.
a lot of fun to watch. It's still very campy.
Which is great.
It's very silly.
Stingray needs to be back in.
Stingray is in a questionable spot, but we'll touch. You guys could see it.
He should be in prison.
He's in the forest with a bunch of
Played
kids,
by the Emmy Award winning actor.
and it's like
Sounds jailable.
Yeah.
You know how the guy playing him is like becoming like a big star now? So
Is he?
yeah,
so funny.
He won like an Emmy Award, but he's gonna be doing a biopic of Chris Farley, which apparently was his dream role.
that's
So
awesome.
he's getting his dream role made. Yeah,
That's amazing.
Huh,
That's cool.
okay. So
What happened?
he should be in jail.
Yeah, he should be in prison. He's with a
Hanging
bunch
with
of little
Grace.
kids in the woods.
How old are these kids again?
These kids that he's with for whatever reason are like,
And he got them all
10.
drunk that one time, underage drinking
Oh
and
my
whatnot.
and that's
But
yeah,
not this time. I don't think they're drunk yet. But wasn't
As
he like
far as
picking
we
on
know.
them or something? What the
Yeah.
hell is he doing?
What was he doing?
He was like picking on him. He was like, "This a booger
So-
eater or whatever."
yeah. He said, but I can't call him that because his mom tells me not.
Yeah.
But he's very strange man. So, how much did you watch of Cobra Kai?
Oh man, I don't even.
Perfect. So he threw a party with them because he basically had a lot of money, so he was able to help fund the dojo, which helped Johnny Lawrence. So Johnny Lawrence like, I got to keep you in here. You have money. Then he threw a house party with a bunch of high schoolers and gave them all alcohol in the red Solo cups. Now,
Wait, Johnny or Stingray?
Whoa,
Stingray.
I thought he was living with his parents and he got the money from Silver.
no, in the early seasons, Johnny used Stingray because he's like,
Whoa.
because yeah.
Man, I got to rewatch this show.
Because he's like, we don't take adults. We only take like the teenagers and stuff. He's like, but I got money. And then like, all right, come on over. That's why they let him on initially. So then he throws a big old house party and he gives a bunch of people, underage people, alcohol. And now he's in the woods with a bunch of little kids.
Why?
And he's the only one in
Training them.
uniform.
He's training 10-year-olds.
And they're
Karate.
not in
But
uniforms.
yeah,
either.
it's not like at a studio or anything. It's his own free range studio in the woods, like in the middle of the night.
yeah.
What?
A bunch of little kids.
Right? Was it in the middle of the night, or am I losing my
think it was,
mind?
like,
Maybe it was daytime, and
afternoon.
I'm thinking of the other people
Yeah, yeah.
that were in the middle of the night.
So now there's technically 2 Cobra Kais. One run by John Kreese, who's actually running it with like people, and then Stingray in the woods with a bunch of kids. Now, do you see why he should be in jail?
Yeah.
No dojo.
Very strange.
Yeah, just run away to the woods with me.
And
Yeah.
it's deep in the woods. It's not like, just outside of the woods. It's like,
Where are the
in there.
parents?
I don't know what they gotta know, because he had that whole line about the parents, and I'm like, I don't know.
Nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
No other adult supervision besides him. And Johnny Lawrence shows up there with a battle axe.
Yeah,
Certainly did.
What?
with a bunch of 10-year-olds. Yeah, that sure happened. Because I thought he was gonna run into Kreese.
Yeah.
Then he ran into Stingray
And
instead.
Stingray was doing that.
Yeah.
But
From Cobra Kai.
oh yeah, it's fun. I like it still. I'm excited to watch the rest of it.
Yeah.
And now everything's in unity almost, for the most part, until something big is about to happen, probably.
Yeah, and they're all Miyagi-Do, and poop flies all over the room.
What?
Sewage pipe bursts, and there's
Oh,
poop
that's
everywhere.
right. Yeah, there was that episode where
Everywhere poo.
all in Miguel's mother's house with the grandma that smokes weed all the
Yeah,
time.
poo
Yeah,
everywhere.
the sewage line broke, and then poo rained down from the ceiling onto their
karate on it.
Yeah, they punched the wall, and there's nuggets flying all over the
I actually
place.
think the line is, "Ew, it stinks like poo."
That was factually accurate.
It's a line. But it's really good. It is fun. It's still so fun.
Mm-hmm.
And we could have AJ watch it. The choreography I miss being really good.
Oh, it's not good.
Early seasons, it used to be like really cool. Like I always remember the school fight scene, and like, that shit
yeah.
was so cool. And now, like all the fight scene in the batting cage, it's just the 2 girls holding the kid's arms.
Yeah, and then shaking him a little bit.
Yeah.
They just straight up double team him and he doesn't stand a chance or something.
And all they do is grab his arms, and then he's like, "Those girls really beat you up." I'm like, "No, they didn't. They just grabbed his arms." Like all of his arms.
Hopefully he gets there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, there's a fight in episode 2 that is like a lot better, but
It tends to be like at least a big moment in each episode,
Yeah.
fight wise.
I did like the second episode where Johnny is at the car dealership, though.
Yes.
It is funny.
yeah, no, it's good. It's
Yeah.
like I said, I
There's some good stuff in that.
still do enjoy it.
It's the final season, right? Before they do more
Before they go off to college or something.
Somehow they're still in high school.
Yes. And they all are like a million years old.
They're like, we can't wait to go to college.
But they are going to college parties.
Soon, yeah.
No, there was that episode.
No, but that wasn't. That was them because they're visiting the other guy.
Yeah.
They still
yeah,
have
that
their
wasn't them
choosing
in.
schools.
Yeah, they're still choosing, but then they went to that college party.
Yeah.
And
It's
the,
still underage drink.
yes, there's still copious amounts of underage drinking. Which I still think is a more accurate portrayal than the other show with the girls and the people.
Euphoria.
Yes, that show.
The karate every episode.
Yeah.
It's more realistic.
Look,
It is.
Let's be
It's way
real.
more realistic.
It is.
Yeah.
we were all doing karate.
That's how we grew up.
Yeah.
That's right.
At the, well, the joke of our season was, what about a blowjo?
Yeah, blowjob.
Yeah, the first blowjo opening up.
Yeah.
That's Crease.
Crease is opening the
Crease's
first blowjob.
I'm gonna open up a blowjo.
The Valley's never seen a blowjob.
Don't have children there. Don't have
No,
yeah. Please don't be stingray.
yeah, that's
Please don't be
no, no.
It's just what do you call it? It's an operation to get Stingray arrested.
Oh my God!
It's a sting.
I must say it's a sting.
Sleeping
Yeah.
Stingray.
Yeah. Well, apparently after this show, they're making a Karate Kid movie with both Jackie Chan and Ralph Macchio.
Right.
Oh.
And with the Smith,
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. He's got gold teeth now, right? Like,
what he does? Jaden Smith's got gold teeth, or is that the Daniel's son?
Jaden Smith.
Jaden Smith. He's got gold teeth. He's like Kanye now.
We're back.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Jaden
Has
Smith.
gold teeth?
I think so.
Like Kanye, but not platinum or something.
I like gold plated, or like his teeth are made of gold.
He has You see the
Grills?
Why not?
Jaden Smith.
Yeah, Jaden Smith, everybody.
The Karate Kid?
Okay, where were we?
I was going to take the part about like college parties and do a pivot for a moment to Blue Mountain State. Even though this is nothing new, I've caught up. I finished Blue Mountain State and seen the movie as well. Blue Mountain State: Rise of Thadland.
Oh, yeah.
I thought that the final couple episodes, like the final 2 episodes of Blue Mountain State, were kind of like they upped the ante of the show. I could be wrong. Maybe the first season had actual football games, but the whole series has no football games. It's a football.
It's tryouts or practice.
It's a lot of practicing and then drinking and partying essentially.
Gotcha.
And it's a lot of fun, and it's kind of like Animal Party, but Animal House, but a football team. I mean, the final 2 episodes, I recognized the director. It was Bill from Bill and Ted. Directed the final 2 episodes. I saw his name. I was like, oh, that's Bill, right? And it was Alex Winters, I think. Yeah. They like upped the ante, and they like made like this whole arc. They played the actual, had actual like played another team.
Wow.
And it was fun. I
Back to the Wells.
Wow. They played a team. Wow. Evil Knievel. Wow.
Gonna make you tell a story about you. Wow. Alan Richson is like such an amazing comedic actor. Matt sold the show, of course, but like his vocal range and the fact that he's so freaking ripped at all times, just like I don't know, somehow makes his character even funnier. And just the stuff where like the cartoony, like having cocaine all over his face and stuff like
God,
that.
yes.
I don't know. The show is hilarious and like can only exist in that period of time, and it's pretty amazing. We watched the movie, and so the thing to know first about the Blue Mountain State movie is that it was made like 4 or 5 years after the show had ended. So it's not like it was made the next year.
Okay.
Like enough chunk of time you can see like people may have aged a bit and they're still supposed to be in college. The main character, Alex Moran, went from, like the baby face guy with like his bangs and stuff like that to
Vegeta.
Yeah, straight up like intense widow's peak.
Wow.
And like, okay.
It's a choice.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe he didn't have a choice. I don't know.
Yeah, true.
No,
Hair plugs are a hell of a thing.
almost everyone looked completely different except for Alan Richardson. As sad. He was like
perfect.
Did any time pass?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was just like the golden god, of course, compared to everyone. What do you think of the plot of the movie? The movie had nothing to do with football.
No, it's just courting Thad so that way the house doesn't get taken away. And it was really funny. So he had his book that he made when he was 10 years old of what Thadland would be. And it's like, he was thinking about boobies and drugs from like 10 years old. And then there's a spin at the end of the movie where it's like, uh-oh, maybe he wasn't 10 years old making this book. And so, spoiler alert, it was really, really funny. And there was a lot more Jenkum than I ever expected in any movie, ever. Which was wild. Uh-huh.
You saw it coming, though.
Yeah. Once I saw the balloons, I was like, oh!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, a lot of inhaling balloons, and it wasn't helium.
Interesting.
Wow. Wow. Hey. The movie doesn't have the super positive like review or rating, so it's like you kind of go into like, what do you expect from a college party movies? It has college party. It's a fun time. It even has nudity.
Oh yeah.
I was about to say a porn.
It's porn. Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And there was that whole intercourse.
baby.
There was a really tasteful intercourse scene that was done like it was filmed as a porno. Like they got the
that was great.
that you could clearly see the camera changed to the porn version cameras. And it was really funny. It's like,
I'm like, that's the budget of the movie.
yes,
right there.
That's really funny. That's awesome.
That was a great moment, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And then they switch back.
Yeah.
And and see what they actually look like. And then they do it back. Once you think that, like, okay, we did the gag, let's move on. Yeah. They go back to the point. And they do it a few times. That's really funny. It was very creative. I think that was a Kickstarter movie.
Oh, dang.
I saw a clip of Alan Ritchson on Jimmy Kimmel, like in the character of Thad, but at the end he was just like, yeah, we're doing a Kickstarter for Blue Mountain State, the movie. So he was a co-writer on it too. I saw.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's funny to think of, like, so I was like, I'm gonna go straight from that into Reacher, and now I watched 3 episodes of Reacher.
Nice.
So my continuity is
He didn't. The ending didn't happen in that movie. He just moved on to the CIA or FBI.
yeah, he had to pivot or something. At
That's
the
right.
end.
Even I wasn't like into Reacher, and then I got into Reacher. Like,
Reacher is really good. I feel like it was good that, I mean, I had seen some of the other things that Alan Ritchson has been in,
Right.
but I feel
Ninja
like
Turtles.
yeah, and
Smallville.
Ninja Turtles.
they're both so fresh in my mind.
the Titans.
I was gonna say Titans,
You're
but
right, I forgot about
he
Titans,
was. I mean, I didn't stay with it, and he wasn't like a main character while I was watching it.
Yeah.
So it's like to see like 2 things that he's like the main dude in, more or less.
Yeah.
He's like a co-main character in Blue Mountain State, I'd say. I feel like it was helpful to like kind of like, oh, because I don't know. I guess I was expecting him to be like, I don't know, like dark and brooding and have like a deep voice. And now it's like, if you put on that voice, I wouldn't be able to watch it probably, because I know he could squeak his voice real high if he wants to. So it's like, no, he talks at a pretty natural, his natural voice.
Yeah.
And I don't know why he doesn't talk for like the first half of the first episode when he just continuously talks after that.
His abs, though,
Great cheese.
melting.
That TRT baby.
I'd say it's like if they wrote Tulsa King a little better. It's kind of Tulsa King, where it's kind of like guy walks into a town, things just start going bad, type of situation, except he's kind of like more integral to the plot. Whereas Sylvester Stallone's like, oh, what's going on here? Buy a horse. Lost and confused. Yeah. I better get a horse and make a...
Scene I've ever seen.
Yeah. I'm waiting for him to get freaky with the cop chick, but other than that,
He's so ready. I watched 1 episode of that show. He's already ready to plow that cop chick. Reacher?
That's like that in every season. He's so ready to plow whatever girl he wants to plow. Yeah. Am I right?
uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's only been 2 seasons.
Even in the 2 seasons, he's like, pussy.
Wow.
Like the whole time, you're like, okay, good. Your motivation
Episode 1,
is pussy.
He's getting mad. She goes over here, and he goes, okay.
As our parents always say, the power of the pussy.
Yeah, okay. That's the out of context. That makes no sense. As mom and dad used to always tell me.
Pussy's power.
Yeah.
Question your upbringing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. No,
Not wrong.
I'm enjoying the show. I think it's fun. It's kind of like it's a murder mystery season, and just see if
So good.
to see how many people he bangs before the show's up. I guess I don't know. It's crazy to see that he got even bigger for this show, because I thought he was huge to begin with. And I'm like, oh, he can't get huger,
Even bigger.
Yeah.
It's like a brick.
He is like, you couldn't walk through him.
He was talking about it in one of his like interviews. He was saying like how many calories he has to eat. He's like, I gotta eat like whole pies of pizza like every day and stuff like that.
Oh my god. That sounds.
That sounds like the life. That sounds like the life.
Yeah.
Well, but he's on
Whole pies of
he's on TRT. That's why he's able to do that.
Well, how much does it work out? You get TRT, you can't do nothing. You still have to work.
No,
out.
you still gotta work out, but it allows you to eat those types of calories and not have it all just become
Yeah.
fat.
So how much does it work out? I'm asking because I got to do it. I want to eat 3 pies of fucking pizza.
Whoa.
It's a lot. It's like 20 minutes a day for like 5 days.
I gotta go.
I gotta go use those 20 minutes up.
1 week later.
I switch podcast. I'll start talking the plot all the time.
Oh my god.
He thinks people's inner dialogue.
Yep. That's true. Okay. So you guys saw Godzilla X Kong?
Oh yeah.
I liked it a lot. In comparison to the first one.
Okay, I was about to say.
I like it's still a bad movie.
Yeah, okay.
It's still a bad movie,
Okay.
but I found it to be a lot more fun, and I like that they didn't linger on that whole traveling in reverse to that butthole of space to go into the land of the lost stuff.
No.
And then it was just them doing weird faces.
Wait, is this still Godzilla? Because now
This
it's like
is-
some kind of sci-fi nonsense.
It's a little bit of both.
It's a lot of shots of monkeys doing nothing for a little bit.
They fight like weird little creatures in their village or whatever.
Yeah.
And then there's the big red ones that's like, and he's like, I'm gonna fight you.
This movie was making me a little sleepy.
I was gonna ask, what state of were you obliterated watching it? Were you
I think I was toasty. I think I was toasty.
were you on Dramamine on the plane while watching it?
I was in a area close to that, I think, where I was like,
On the verge.
Matt, did you fall asleep at any point?
surprisingly, no, it kept my
Really?
attention.
Okay.
I think I may have dozed, but I came back and I did watch the whole thing. But I think when we finished it, I'm like, all right, everybody's got to go home now. I'm
Yes,
sleeping.
yes, that was the immediate aftermath.
Yeah. But Mothra's
I'm
in
stuff
it.
you'd sleep.
Yeah, it was.
Mothra was awesome.
Yeah. Which I think is why you also like the movie a lot more, because you're
Oh, you're a little biased towards Mothra?
I love
biased towards
Mothra.
Oh, okay.
And
Once
Mothra,
Mothra
does
shows up-
come there. Mothra shows the power of the pussy.
Yeah.
So you like Mothman?
What? Mothman?
You like
Yeah, I
Mothman?
love Mothman.
Well, I love
It just
Mothman.
sort of like make them
Mothman's
stop
awesome.
fighting. That's
Yes.
kind of it.
Yeah, Mothra just.
It flaps those
Yeah.
sweet
Yeah.
Lips.
Yeah.
sweet.
It just.
And they're like, what are we fighting?
Okay.
Yeah, no, literally, Mothra comes, shows some pussy fumes. They go, okay, we're good. Time to go fight other monkeys.
There was that whole thing where the scientist lady was like, my adopted daughter's going to leave me because now she's got this entire tribe that are of her, like, tribe or whatever.
Right.
Yeah,
And then she's like, no, idiot, I'm going back home with you. You have technology.
yeah.
You have the iPad. There's no service down here. And it's like, oh.
Yeah. No one thought that was gonna happen. You're gonna live in the land of the monkeys. Get out of here.
Oh, my God.
I do like there's points where it's like there was some flashback thing, and then because they showed like some of the monkey history when the lady's in the cave and she's looking.
Oh,
at the
yeah,
drawings.
she's looking at the stone, like,
yeah.
hieroglyphs
And
or whatever.
It was so confusing as to what was happening that Bridget was like, "No, this is still a flashback." I'm like, "No, Bridget, this is the movie."
Oh, my God.
Because they're like, whenever they do like cave wall history, you expect that whole scene to be like, "Oh, okay, exposition, we're getting it." But no, it's just happening while she's talking about it.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a weird choice, but
Yeah, and then you have Ice Godzilla.
there was Ice Godzilla. He was like a big puppy.
Yeah.
Owned by like a
Yes.
owned by like a red like
You so-
Lanky Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or whatever. And then Lanky Kong was the bad guy.
Yeah.
And I thought the Ice Godzilla was much smaller, but for some reason Ice Godzilla is huge compared to regular Godzilla.
That's the problem, is that in weird monkey land, everyone's super small, but on Earth, when they're destroying the shit out of Brazil, they're ginormous, but also kind of small sometimes.
That is true. Their sizes never remain the same. They kind of decide on who's animating that segment, and then they just...
So there's no consistency.
They have this little baby monkey who's like cup size compared to,
Yeah.
like, maybe this is a sizable comparison. Like,
Okay,
you have
so
that
what's
to
this?
that. That is King Kong.
Okay.
This is baby monkey.
Okay.
Yeah.
So baby monkey is not the size of a building or anything
Yeah.
until certain parts of Rio where it's like almost double the size of a building, or when it falls and it's half the size of a building, and then it's fighting and it's just in between. And we're like, what is the size of this monkey?
Oh, my God.
He took the baby.
But yeah, no, the Ice Godzilla is basically King Kong's pet at the end of the movie. He even pets it, does
Yes.
a good girl to the dragon.
Oh my
Because the only reason it was bad was because Lanky Kong had the one piece of its scale or something.
Yeah.
And it would use it to, like, shock it. It's something crazy. And that's how he was able to be like, you do this.
Yeah.
What the hell is this movie?
So also the thing is that with the monkey world, there's no dialogue.
No.
Because it's all monkeys.
Yes.
And so even there's a point where baby monkey's all sad and they kill baby monkey's dad. They just like throw him into this pit.
Yeah, they just threw him in some hot
And,
lava.
and then I was like, I guess that was his dad.
oh, man.
Unclear.
Oh no, it's like Castaway with monkeys.
I guess, yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, they don't even have subtitles.
There's
That would be fun.
too many characters around.
That's true. There's a lot of stuff going on. But there's also, I wanted to see more Godzilla. Godzilla definitely like,
Oh my god, there was that whole segment that didn't seem to correlate because he was supposed to fight that with some sea creature. That didn't happen, and Godzilla's frozen because he ends up becoming like Super Saiyan Godzilla from defeating what the hell was
Oh,
it?
yeah.
A Hydra or whatever?
yeah, he fights Seedramon from Digimon, the big lizard thing, literally that.
They turbocharged.
Yeah, he gets
But he gets
turbocharged from the
frozen.
radiation. They don't show the battle. You just assume it happens, and then he freezes somehow.
Yeah. And then that's why Bridget thought it was a flashback. It's like, no, Godzilla's frozen. It's a flashback. Like, no, that's happening.
Yeah, that was right at that moment.
And then Godzilla gets pink powers.
Yes.
Oh.
Then he frosts his tips pink. He goes into battle, and he's still small and gets his ass kicked a bit, but he does okay.
Yeah.
Everybody ends up making it out fine.
And Kong does get the robot arm, which I know you
Yes,
asked
there was
last
that robot arm.
Yeah, very
robot arm did happen. And
Rest assured.
there's a little bit of like weirdness with the monkeys because King Kong ended up having a bad tooth, so they had to extract his tooth and then replace it with a
Is this the
fake
story
tooth.
of my life?
and so when he goes into Monkey World and Lanky Kong sees him, he
makes fun of him.
he makes fun of him for having a fake tooth.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
Plot.
Yeah. But they do that all with
Oh my god. I don't think I would enjoy this movie at all.
So we've said all of that.
Yeah.
Better than the first one.
It was better than the first
The
one.
only thing I like better in the first one is the Godzilla King Kong fight against Mechagodzilla. Because that shit was
Godzilla
cool.
was cool, but that was about it.
That's it.
Wow.
The only thing I can say.
I gotta say-
can't even remember, how does Godzilla get back to Monkey World? Because they were... Oh, yeah! There's also this scene where they're in Egypt, and they're looking at each other, and they go, ah! And they start charging
where the
at
hell
each
did that water come from?
They start...
They're in the middle of the desert.
They start...
It's the Nile.
No, because they're like looking right at each other. They're like, ah! So you're like, oh, they're gonna jump at each other and fight, and then they're running for like 5 minutes towards each other.
Oh,
it's
my
like
God.
they were just right next to each other.
Godzilla swims through a sea, and then he
Yeah.
ends up like back
Right
in a
back in
town
the
in Egypt.
Yeah, right back to like the same pyramids, flip horizontal to fight King Kong.
Oh my god.
Didn't realize we're dealing with a master of geography in the audience.
Maybe it was a mirage,
Yeah.
but
A mirage à trois.
Vegas. Yeah.
maybe.
Yeah. Oh my god, but yeah, they mess up Rio too. They really f up Rio.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Did you feel like the beginning of the movie where they're like, oh yeah, Godzilla's in this movie too, and they're just like, Godzilla's defending us, and then he like smashes another monster through a building.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my
thank
God.
God for Godzilla.
Yeah.
It's very strange. Yeah. Really weird.
I thought it was totally entertaining. I thought the CGI looked great. I liked that there were long monster fights, and so what? The monkeys laugh at a changed tooth. I thought Kong is basically a human that can't talk. Yeah, he's basically just like an old man. He's like over this shit.
He literally knows sign language.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, that girl was speaking sign language to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
they did that back in the OG Kong. I don't remember.
Yeah. She's in Godzilla vs. Kong.
When I say OG Kong, I mean this year is
Yeah,
Kong,
yeah.
not 1929.
Yeah, he's signing.
Yeah. She's like, come down from that. Okay, cool. All right. How's the land in the world of the optimism?
It's pretty optimistic. All right, guys, I got some cool facts for you today. And let me just pull up my handy dandy notebook and scroll back all the way down. All right, I got some death facts for you. As promised in the beginning of the episode. Okay, apparently you can declare someone dead in some states, even though they could be considered alive to others.
What?
Mainly two states, New York and New Jersey, allow families to reject the concept of brain dead if it goes against their religious beliefs.
Whoa.
Oh.
So even if they're still alive and they still have a heartbeat, I mean, relative, they still have a heartbeat, they're a vegetable, you can consider them dead
Wow.
if your religious beliefs don't align with that. Crazy fact.
I feel good.
All right. Apparently,
We need
rigor,
a button that does that. Right after she says the fact, we can slap it.
apparently rigor mortis is only temporary. It's not. It's not permanent.
And I think it only has a
didn't
few
know that.
seasons, I think.
Rigor mortis.
It goes away in a day or two, and when bonds break down, chemical bonds break down. How long it lasts depends on the temperature and the environment, along with other factors.
Right.
And then I have another one. Fingernails don't continuously grow when you die.
No, it's just your skin receding.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, you did it, and so is your hair. The same way with your hair. Your hair doesn't continually grow.
Interesting.
Yeah,
So good.
so optimistic.
Very optimistic.
So did you do Cape Crusader then Batwoman, or was it Batwoman then Cape Crusader?
Cape Crusader, then Batwoman.
Okay.
Did it feel better?
Felt awful. But what did feel good is that I clicked on episodes and I was like, all right, well, there's 23 a season. And I was like, oh, wait, turns out that's only if it's a good show. This show has 18 episodes a season. So I was at the last episode of the season.
Nice.
So I was like, all right, let's click that shit. So I did hop into it, very excited.
Season finale.
Yeah, so season finale of Batwoman, where we left off, Cersei, a.k.a. Kate,
Right. Yeah, her. There.
she walked out with her duffel bag at the end of the last episode.
Walked off set. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my God.
And we continue that this episode because she goes back to Roman Sionis. She's like, I got all your shit. He's like, cool, sick, nasty. Here's my plan. He's at a TV station, and there's a little kid watching, and he's basically like, this isn't Bluey. It's a different show, but the concept's the same.
Sure.
Basically, it's blue.
Yeah, because and it takes him a little bit to say this because Black Mask is on the TV. He's like, riot, go in the streets and kill everybody. You need to show Gotham what you pay taxes. You go outside. You destroy the courthouses. You destroy all those things. You take over Gotham.
This is a weird episode of Bluey.
Yeah, and the kid's like, this isn't Bluey. And then they change the channel too. They're like, oh no, Black Mask is on every channel in Gotham. I'm like, this is not going to really mean anything once you're outside of Gotham.
Right.
He's telling everybody to riot in the streets.
Once you turn on YouTube.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, YouTube. Yeah.
Oh,
YouTube
yeah.
Live.
That's why we stream shows. To watch this Black Mask shit. He could have put on Bluey.
Yeah.
So anyway, they're like, we got to find out where Black Mask is sending this signal from. So she does a enhance on the footage. Because Luscious, sorry, I almost said his actual name. I think his name's Luke. Luke.
Isn't that a different character?
No, Lucius is his dad.
Yeah.
I've been calling him Luscious.
Oh.
But just now I realize his name is Luke.
Not even Lucius. Yeah.
It only took 2 seasons.
That's how much I love the show.
Lucius Fox, one of the most genius creative people, named his son Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Luke is looking at the computer. He's like, there's no way to tell. We can't reverse the signal. And Ryan goes, oh, actually, look at the reflection in his head. It's got the channel number on it.
What?
And it's like very clearly not there. They're like, oh, yeah, he's at channel 64. We should go there.
That's awesome.
And then Roman Sionis reveals his ultimate plan to Kate, and he's like, this is my plan. He's already was running for mayor. This is a prelude. So he says, I'm going to have everybody riot in the streets, and they're going to go crazy, and everyone's going to be leading by Black Mask, and he's going to be in charge of everybody. And then what I'm going to do is Roman Sionis is going to put a bullet in Black Mask's head, and then everyone's going to want Roman Sionis to lead Gotham.
What? Because that's how you become mayor. You kill a criminal.
So that's his actual fucking plan, and I still can't comprehend it. Wow. His plan is I've ruled Gotham by... Everyone's already listening to what he's doing. They're in the streets riding. And he has like these Black Mask buckets in the street. So he's like, when you commit these crimes, put on the mask from one of the black mask buckets, and everyone go outside and be black mask. And everyone's just fucking doing it, which is crazy. And Gotham's a riot, so it's like he's kind of already won. But no, he wants to kill himself and just become the mayor.
He wants more red tape.
It's like you're in charge of the city right now. What do you want?
I want to be on this Wikipedia page about the mayor.
So Cersei's like, great plan, bro. Sounds good. And he's like, and whoever I have be Black Mask that day, I'm going to give them a raise and then shoot them.
What?
I am so confused.
Yeah, just to show how badass he is.
Oh, yeah.
So Kate suits up in the Ryan's stuff that she stole from the Batcave in her duffel bag. And I guess Black Mask just kind of tells her to F off in a little bit because Ryan's like, oh, we need Alice to fight her. It's the only way we're going to be able to fight Kate because she's too strong. So they go up to the Channel warehouse. They're like, all right, we got to beat the shit out of you, Kate. And Kate beats the shit out of her. Like, Kate beats the shit out of both of them and then walks away again.
All right, did the CMR.
Yeah. So Alice is like, you got to get Kate. You get in the Batmobile and you chase her down. I'll take care of Roman Sionis. And then she goes, Roman Sionis, acid flower. And just fucking sprays it in his face. And he actually goes, oh my God. And then she slaps the Black Mask on him when his face is all acid.
Oh, my God.
I was like, what the fuck? Crazy shit. I was like,
That's
what
awesome.
the hell? Insane. And his scream was like, good acting. Because I was like, this guy's in fucking
They threw lemon juice in his eye.
also, I think in Kate's duffel bag, so it's shown later that she has all the other Batman villain things that they put in that bag.
Yeah.
But for some reason, that's the flowers still there. So I don't know what happened because Kate definitely has all the stuff in the duffel bag because it's shown later.
Yeah.
But just the flower was left for her to acid spray him. Also, like last episode, I was saying they're gonna bane up somebody. Black Mask gives Bane venom to the racist cop.
Yeah.
He venoms up the racist cop, and he says, "Oh, I'm gonna use the snake bite, which gets you high in the show,
Okay.
and I'm gonna mix it with the venom so we can have a Bane soldier that we can control, and I'm gonna build an army of Bane soldiers." And then he tries it. Oh fuck! It didn't work.
What?
Because they get high.
No, he just actually just becomes Bane, and
What?
They even put him like in the little goose suit, so he's got like the normal body and then goose suit muscles on top of it, and he's
awesome.
he's running around with the little Bane venom strap in his chest, and he's going.
How did they show that? How did they show a dude getting super jacked?
They didn't. They just show him doing this, and then the next scene he's in a goose suit. And Kate's sister is also like around there, and she's trying to like I don't even know what the fuck she's doing. Jack shit, but she's running around in the alleyway. She did nothing to help anybody, and she's running around the alleyway.
I'm here looking busy.
Yeah, and she's like, "Okay, guys, I'm gonna call." I don't even know what the hell she's doing. I can't even make it up. But she's like, "I need help in this alleyway," and then racist cop bursts through in the goose suit and venom powers. And he's like, "Blah!" And she's like, "Oh my god!" Flash cut to Luke Fox, who is looking for ways for Ryan to go out and fight these villains and stuff. Even though she's already out and she's already doing her shit, he's just like, I need a way to help. I want to find a way to help. And in the clumsiest way, he like, oh, and like knocks into something, and a bunch of papers fall out of like this desk, and he's like, oh my god. And it's like really shitty drawings of a Batman suit, like really bad drawings. And he's like, oh my god. It's the Batman suit I was designing when I was 10 years old. And then he goes into an office back room and he goes, oh my god, my dad was building the Batman suit for me. I always envisioned what a black Batman would be like. And this was it. And he built it for me. So then he puts on the suit and he's like, Zeus. And he puts on the suit in the funniest way because he's like they show the chest shots, like the Batman Forever chest shots.
Yeah.
So then goes back to Kate's sister running away, and she's going up a fire escape which is the best way to go when you're getting chased.
Yeah.
And oh my god, yes, Bane guy pushes a dumpster onto her, and she's like, oh my god, like she's trapped, and then she pushes it back.
What?
She pushes it back onto the guy who's on like roided out in a ghost suit. Craziest thing. And she goes, ah!
How is she so strong?
And inexplainable, because right after he's trying to like get back to where he was, and it takes him a good amount of time, and he's on steroids. I wish I could show you that clip. It was so funny. She's like, ah!
Oh my god.
It wasn't even like a minivan on top of her child.
Yeah. Right.
No.
What was the reason for her sudden burst of strength?
Yeah.
No. And then they all start climbing the ladder, and he's climbing the ladder in the funny-looking muscle suit. And then they get to the top and pushes her down. She's like, oh, I'm going to fall. They don't beat him.
What?
They don't beat him.
Whoa. So he's still out there.
I think he might still be out there because Luke doesn't like... Oh, no, he does. He does a Superman punch in his face. Okay. So Luke catches him flying in the new Batwing suit. Mm-hmm. It's just Batman with the face cut. Basically Batman Beyond. Mm-hmm. And he's like, catches her, and then they fall, and there's a bone crunching sound like they both broke all their limbs when they hit the floor, but they're both perfectly fine.
Sure.
Yeah, and then he Superman punches Bane, and then, okay, that story arc is over. He's now a hero. Bye-bye.
Interesting.
It goes... back to Ryan chasing Kate she's on a little motorcycle, and Ryan's in the Batmobile, and Kate sends like little CGI beads at her from the side of the motorcycle. So little explosive CGI beads. Yeah, not anal beads.
Oh.
Can you imagine just a whole bunch of beans?
Yeah, and Ryan goes, okay, fine, you want to play that way? And then she presses the button on the Batmobile, and it looks like the Batman SNES menu when you're selecting gadgets.
Yeah.
And she shoots rubber bullets at her.
Oh, my God.
And like,
Oh my god.
the whole fucking car is... And every bullet is missing this motorcycle. So she's like, actually, she's not even swerving. She's driving a straight line, and every bullet is going...
Yeah. As they do, you know.
Yeah. And they have made now their plan to get Kate to remember who she is and not be Cersei anymore. Because, you know, the psychotherapist is dead. Is to aerosolize the snake bite drug and poof it in her face.
So just drug her.
So it's a blow up smoke in her face?
Yes.
Okay.
They got to poof the smoke in her face, and then she's going to remember.
Just because of drugs?
That's the plan.
She's poisoned. She needs the venom.
Yeah, they're like,
She needs to get high.
yeah, that's what literally that's what they're saying.
They're saying when you get high, you remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I understand that fully. I get that recall.
So she catches up to her over this bridge, and she bolas her with like the wheel
bola, yeah.
and yanks the shit out of her off the motorcycle, and she like eats ass, spits
Wow.
eats ass for 5 minutes. No, so he rolls on
First
the
she's
floor.
shooting anal bees.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good episode. And
Action.
yeah, so Alice shows up, and she's like, okay, we got to shoot this dust in her face. And they shoot the dust, and Alice tackles her off the fucking bridge.
Whoa.
And they both now fall into the water extremely high.
Oh.
Yeah. And they go through their own metamorphosis scene where they're like in their remembering their childhood. But they're like floating dead in the water. And what's funny is Alice tackled her in the water, but for some reason in the water her hand's just like on her face like this. And lo and behold, their high runs off really quick because Alice is able to be like, oh, I remember and I'm good now. And she floats Kate back to shore. No, Ryan doesn't save her. Batwoman has no part. She lets them sit in the water for a long ass fucking time.
Wow.
What do you hear?
Yeah. Great woman. And plops her back onto the shore. They do CPR, and Alice does the most amazing performance I've ever seen her do in the entire show, because I was convinced that a relative had died.
Oh, wow.
I don't know if someone had actually passed in her life at that time, because her killer performance. She was actually panicking and like trying to figure out how to do CPR on her. Kate comes back. Kate's like, I'm good. Two random...
Saves her?
Yeah, she saves her.
Oh, okay.
Two random police officers show up.
Wow.
Two random police officers show up, and they're like, hey, that's Alice of the Wonder Gang. We gotta arrest her. And then Ryan just watches them take Alice, and she's like, okay, bye-bye.
We gotta wrap this plot up. Go.
Bye-bye. Earlier in the episode, this is a key part, when Ryan actually gets Alice, Alice is like, yeah, I killed your adopted mother, but you were the first mother killer, because when you were born, your mother died. You killed your mom.
Fuck.
That wasn't her fault. Or was it?
Yeah.
Well, I gotta introduce that before.
Oh my God,
wrap
that's
up
the
episode.
thing.
Hold up.
All right.
So, now Kate is back to being Kate. No more Cersei.
Okay.
Kate's good now,
They fixed it.
and everyone's just totally accepting of this. She's chilling in the manor. And they're like, "Oh yeah, she's back, yippee!" And she's like, "No, you're Batwoman. It's cool. We're good." Ryan goes before the parole board, who's like, "Hey, you were just in jail twice." And they're like, have you changed? Do you have to prove that to us so we can like revoke your probation? She's like, "No, I haven't. You guys wrongfully arrested me, you fucking losers.
Oh boy.
But if you want me to say yes, I'll say yes."
Alrighty then.
So then they're like, "Parole revoked. You're good now. Go be
what?
you." Yeah. And then Kate makes out with her ex-cop girl. And once again, another weird scene where I was like, they're like really enjoying this makeout. I'm like, something clicked on this show. They've been waiting for this scene because they were like making out. A believable makeout. I was like, whoa, fuck, they're horny. What the hell's going on? So the episode and the season ends with Ryan visiting Alice in jail to tell her a final fuck you. Wow. I thought she was gonna like, oh well, she helped me out a lot this season. Let me at her.
Right,
Let me get her out of jail.
Yeah, at least like I did on a noble. Yeah.
No, she goes to jail to be like, fuck you. I never want to see you again.
Oh,
I hate you so much.
Wow.
And Alice goes, your biological mom's alive. You didn't kill her when you were born. And I'm like, okay. But that's how the season ends.
Okay.
The fact that was brought up in this episode as like, you killed your mom first, immediately taken away at the end of the episode to be like, she's alive and I know where she is.
She went to get bread.
I'm like, why does Alice know anything about her mom?
Bread and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Very, very. How many seasons left?
One too many left.
One.
Yeah.
Huh.
A single season left.
Wow.
Hopefully
Should have
13
20.
episodes. Yeah, well then we got to finish the Gotham Knights show.
Which one was that?
The awful one.
I don't remember
You're
it.
gonna watch that one too.
Yeah, I think so.
Damn.
That one's really short.
Oh, I remember it now.
Yeah, it's one
It was
season
good.
and it's awful. So,
Oh,
Yeah.
Not for nothing, but that sounds like the best possible season finale they could have done.
It was good. I could genuinely say it was a fun episode.
Yeah.
It was a fun
Sounds
episode.
better than most of the
Sounds
other
like
episodes.
a lot
you
happened,
described.
a lot of action, a lot of memorable moments. I was waiting to shit on the Luke Fox thing because I know he got beat up a lot by racist people throughout this, even killed at one point, right?
Yeah, he was dead.
So you're saying that he actually like the convenience of the super suicide, the way they utilized it was kind of finishing up his story arc, destroying the Bane racist cop guy.
Yep.
So, I give them kudos for
Full circle there.
at least addressing that, completing his plot.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I think it was a fun season finale. I genuinely had fun with it. There was a lot of Ryan being like, I can't be Batwoman without the suit. I can't be Batwoman without the suit.
From everything you described, did she do anything in this episode, actually?
No, oh my God, she got beat up and chased someone in a car.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But Alice is the one that threw acid on the face and bucketed his head. That shit was cool. Yeah. And there was moments of this episode where I was like, wow, this acting is like pretty good. I was surprised, which takes me away from the show. I'm like, it takes me away from like oh no, this is like really stupid, to be like, oh, this is actually enjoyable. It's fun.
Wow.
How many bats?
One bat with a maraca surrounded by 40 bats that have bats.
What kind of bats? Like
Bats.
Animal
Like
bats?
fruit bats?
They're all holding a smaller bat.
So like little baby bats?
Little baby bats.
Oh, okay. I
So
wasn't
technically
sure.
there's
Yeah, that's what.
80 bats.
80 bats.
Wow, 80 bats.
So, but the one bat in the middle has a maraca.
Does that one count?
Does the Maraca
Oh, it was
have
81
like 70 painted on bats, like to correlate?
The Maraca have there's bat designs on
All
the
right,
Maraca.
good.
Oh, dude, those bats count.
No,
Ah, damn it! That's what I was hoping.
well, he's only surrounded by 40 plus the other 40, so it's only surrounded by 80 with the one in the middle
Right, so 81
Yeah.
bats. 81 bats. Nice.
that exists.
Yep. Next time, season 3, baby.
All right. Until then, thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Pseudo Adults, the podcast. We hope that you get your peepers checked out and use them wisely on the right TV shows and movies, everyone.
Wow. There's the ending. Whoa, everybody.
Wow.
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 I'm mad. I'm gonna go make a sandwich.
Wow. I'm Alex. I'm going to eat a sandwich before he can.
Wow.
I'm Rachel. I hope I'm given a sandwich.
I'm Tony. Where's my sandwich? Wow. 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 And I'm Sandwich.
Yeah.